Hey, what's up, hoodies? What's up, everybody? Come on in, come on in. Make sure you like and share the video. And subscribe to the Hood Table if you are new here. Please and thank you very much. And if you want to be a supporter or donate to the Hood Table, the Cash App is $ the Hood Table 402. But even if you don't or you can't, a like and a share would make my day. Thank you again so much and welcome, Corio. What's up, hon?
Hey, how you doing? How you
I am
doing?
doing good, girl.
Good,
I've been up
good.
here running through these streets. Well, not as fast as Teresa used to do, but I'm trying to get my old
Yes,
butt around.
yes. Remember Teresa used to say her wig flew off, she would lose
Yes,
a shoe. Yes.
yes. She was like, "Oh, I lost my shoes running around the corner."
Yes,
Oh my God, yes, I remember those days, man. That's when the B sector was really B sectoring. Like,
yeah.
you know,
Not
we get a
even,
good one every now and then, but it ain't the beast ain't like they used to be.
I don't even think it's beef. It is beef sectoring, but I don't even think it's beef sector really anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
think that old head beef sector supporters, subbies, they're slowly leaving. You look at a
Mm-hmm.
chat, and you might out of say 100 people scroll, actually in the chat typing, 50 people, there might be 10 old school beef sector subbies. The rest are people you never heard of. You have no idea. So I think that there's like four or five B sector content creators that have they are systematically disbanding,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just deconstructing the beef sector, in my opinion. And that's why I feel that some of these content creators are
Mm-hmm.
having all these new problems that they're wondering where they're coming from. And
Right.
it's because you have people now in this sector that don't know how we always have did things, and they're trying to make the beef sector how their sectors are,
Mm-hmm.
and also trying to become major content creators in the beef sector themselves. So if you knock
Right.
out the competition,
Mm-hmm.
the heavy hitters, then they feel like they could take their place, in my opinion. And I'm done with that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, I think you're right because the other sectors, they're doing exactly what our sector is too. Not all of our B sector content creators are running to them other sectors, but it's like certain B sector people like, man, I'm tired of beefing. It's the same old thing. It's regurgitated. Like I think they sometimes go to these other sectors not only to pick up other people and other subscribers, but you get tired of the same old storylines and the same old beefs. So I think
Yeah,
what a
I
lot of them
get
have
that.
done to us too.
I get that. And maybe that's why all their subbies are flooding, absolutely flooding beef sector content creators chats, because they're bored with the same old thing. But the Mo3 sector isn't that old, and they have things popping over there. I just don't watch because I don't know them. I don't know the backstory. You know what I mean? I don't know. And so therefore I get lost. And because you don't know the players and what's been going on before, now it's kind of boring. So I don't stay, but that's just me. But when I go over to sneak peeks, there aren't that many B sector people in the black sector's lives and the Mo3 lives. It's like they all come over here. So, but don't cry
Yeah, and again,
when
you might be right. And when you
yeah,
say that sector, like this uppity Negro
yeah.
goddess lady, where is she from?
I guess it came out that she used to be in the chats under another name. but she's a
Oh.
liar, so you don't even know if that's true or not. But
Mm-hmm.
and people are like, yeah, I remember that name going around in chats.
Mm-hmm.
But if she did, she's been gone a long time, and she really just popped up out of nowhere on VS's channel.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing.
Mm-mm,
I don't know why. I just don't remember seeing her a whole lot before.
mm-hmm,
At least not that name.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I was asking because I'm like, if she's always been around, then my bad. But
Well, she, like I said, she claimed she was here under another name that's vaguely familiar to
hmm
people, and
oh,
it was years ago.
and do you
You,
remember the name or?
I do not. I'm sorry. I
I wonder.
don't, because
Well, if
I'm not
anybody in the
in.
chat remembers, please drop it down if y'all remember what she used to go by.
Yeah, because I'm not interested in her in the least. So
I was
I,
just wondering because when she
mm,
jumped on this Heat's panel, when this Heat had her panel, when she was talking about the recordings, pizza, and national mess, and she jumped on the panel after Sassy jumped on the panel because Sassy, I guess, wants to interview Miss This Heat on Sunday.
she said have a discussion. She
Right. Well,
said it
see, I
would.
think that's still an interview, though.
I do too.
What's
I
the
do
difference?
too.
Like when people say, "Oh, I just want to talk. I just want to have a conversation." It's an
You know,
interview.
Sassy was, tap dancing and tiptoeing because she wants Heat to come over there. You know what I'm saying? So, they don't see it for each other. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I
didn't think
mean? So,
so. And that's the thing.
yeah.
Like he was saying, uppity girl. I said he was saying. I mean, this Heat was saying, Lord Jesus, that uppity and her don't even really like each other. So I'm like, why do people who don't like people ask them to come on a panel for an interview and give them numbers? Like people were saying all through the chat when Sax was up there, girl, do it on your own channel. Don't take your stuff to other people's channel. And I don't know if they were directing that as far as don't let Sassy do it, but they could have just been meaning, everybody wants somebody to be on their channel telling their tea or their story. When you're a content creator, just use your own platform. How do you feel about that? Because me personally, I like the Q&As and the back and forths and things like that because sometimes people might ask you things that you might not even think about saying on your own panel.
Well, here's you or let me, I don't want to jump in. Do you want me to
Go
talk now?
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I let me disclaimer, I'm a Sassy fan, okay? But I'm going to be impartial and just tell the truth on, I feel that Sassy is the type of person, she's point blank, period. You either like her or you don't. And she will ask the hard questions because she doesn't have an allegiance to Bizarro. She's not in a clique, and I think she's very intelligent. And so since she doesn't have anything in the game, she can ask what she wants. She can ask how she wants and when she wants if she gets that, let me just be nice, this heat up on her panel. She'd be unbiased and be able to ask whatever. And it would be up to this heat to whether or
You
not
got
she
me
wanted
over
to
here
answer.
cracking up on mute.
You got me saying that
You
thing.
really
Ugh.
ain't feeling her, huh?
Mm, 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 mm.
You said this heat.
Ugh. Okay, I'm sorry. Whew. And you guys in
Oh,
the
that is too funny.
chat, I rarely do that, but it's just very strong with her and a few other people, you know.
It
So
is what it is. It is
yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
Okay. Take it or leave
yeah.
it. But I love Sassy. I really, really do love Sassy.
Hmm.
And I love the way she comes across. I have to say, I don't know, maybe in the last, I don't know, because she don't come live that much. So
Mm-mm.
I have to
Mm-mm.
say maybe I have to stretch it out, like maybe in the last 4 or 5 months, even though it might have been only a few shows, she has just became more. I don't know. Like, uh, you know how certain content creators are like real reserved. They good, but they real reserved. But she's become more like dramatic and more
Oh, girl,
cold, and she wasn't like that at first.
no, she's
I
just
heard somebody else
funny.
mention that too, and I like it.
I love it too.
Yes.
And I think that Sassy finally got to the point that after the big mod blow up,
Uh huh.
she's just like, I don't give a F. I'm going to be
Yep.
me. I'm free. I don't have to, you know, at all watch what I say. I'm not saying she really did in the first place because she's been always been very outspoken. But it's like this, it's like this freedom, and she don't give a F anymore
I
because
love.
she finally knows it's all BS.
I love it, and that's what I love, and I love how
Hmm.
unapologetic she is. Like,
Unapologetic, right?
like
Let
this
me
is
tell.
how I feel, and
Can I tell you a quick aside?
yes, go ahead.
We were in Quani. Quani was going off on someone, right?
Mhm.
So I was down in the chat because she wasn't going off on anyone that I liked, but I was, so I was throwing like a few laughing emojis. And she brought up sassy, but it wasn't in a bad way, but I can't remember what she said. And so TMO was in the chat. She hates sassy. So me and this other person were like, we love, I just adore Sassy. And now that she showed her picture, I think she's very, her voice matches her face. And I think she's classy based. So TMO, who never speaks to me, was like, she ain't classy based. She has no class. And I was like, yes, she does. I was like, you're very much in the minority on that. I was like, the majority of people like Sassy, and she has a lot of personality, and she comes across as very classy. She blocked me. So TMO
What?
blocked me because I said that. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't see her anymore. I didn't see her. It
Just
started in,
because y'all gotta agree to disagree, she
yeah,
blocked you.
she sure did.
Wow.
She sure did. I
Well, I
don't
mean, there are
care.
content creators out there who will just block people who like people they don't like.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I could care less, but I thought it was funny.
I mean,
Yeah,
wow. A
yeah.
difference of opinion is a difference of opinion. That's one thing I like over here. And you be seeing us cutting up on our Friday Night Lives, me and my crew. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times we might disagree on some shit. We just be like, okay, next topic. And
Exactly,
we be
but yeah.
talking all behind the scenes with each other. We got a group chat and everything. We be just cracking the hell up, talking shit all the time. And sometimes we even have pre-shows before we do the show, and we be disagreeing like a mug in the pre-show. Like, wow,
That's cool.
I feel well, we gonna go live anyway. All right, let's
That's
hit it.
that's cool. That is so cool. Y'all do that. Oh, that's real
We is
cool.
like tight knit like that. Like everybody don't have to agree on the same thing. And I'm not
Exactly.
gonna get mad at somebody just because they don't agree with what I agree.
Yeah. I
So
think it has something to do with that colorism stuff, and I'm
oh,
over
that's
all
when I step
that.
back, honey. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm over that. But the funny thing is, whenever like in Mrs. O chat, for example, back then, she was in Mrs. O chat, Mrs. O's chat, commenting and kicking it and stuff. And someone under a troll page or from another sector, because I didn't recognize the name at all, called her Crispy Black. And
Oh,
I
wasn't there
just,
somebody named Crispy on the Orange is New Black?
I,
Oh, but go ahead, go ahead.
I, I, it just made me mad. So I commented on it, on the person's comment, and she was like, "Thank you, Choreo Lover." So where have I ever been mean to her? And it's been a few other times that I've said something, and each time it's "Thank you, Choreo Lover," but now just because I say something positive about Sassy, you block me. Like I said, I don't care, but it's just the, you know, nerve of it all.
Hold
Okay.
on. Vibrant said Uppity has been ran out of several sectors. Wow. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was wondering, like, where did she
Hi,
come from?
Vibrant.
Why I never heard of her before, like this year or before, I thought she was just new to the B sector, but obviously she's been around and round, round and round.
But you know something? This is the problem. Hi, Vibrant Boo. This is the problem. I'm not looking at the chat. So, hi, everyone. This is the problem. Here lately, people in the beef sector, content creators, are given these, what do I want to say? Unlikable, let's just say that, unlikable people all this panel time. So they get a small following, whereas they've never had one ever before. Like Vibrant said, they've been run out, even as subscribers, they've been run out of different sectors. And she's been a content creator, ran out of different sectors. But here in the B sector, they give them all this time on their panels. They highlight them, laugh and kick it with them. They let them come up there every night. Then they get this following. Then once they get the following, then they want to turn on the people that gave them a leg up, and then they consider themselves in the beef sector, and they got themselves a little audience, when in all actuality they never should have had a chance. They have no personalities. I'm talking about this heat and uppity for two examples.
Well, see, Uppity, I never really watched her. I just seen her on panels, so I might have to check her out just to see what she's giving.
I've
But
never watched her.
or not. But when it comes to this heat, like people want to interview her. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, Sassy wants to interview her. Uppity wanted her to come on her panel, but Sassy's like, you ain't even feeling me like that. Like, what? But this is the thing. Like, okay, when I said earlier, not that nothing's wrong with Sassy interviewing her if they don't really feel each other, but when it comes to Uppity Negro Goddess, like she was saying, you don't even feel me. You talk shit about me. You talk shit about everybody. Then you come over here to my channel. Then you make stuff on your community wall, ask me to jump on your panel. Like, why? If somebody don't like me, I wouldn't want to get on a panel and do an interview. If I know you outright be talking shit about me, now it's one thing to just not care for somebody and not really, but if you really talking shit about me, no, I'm not jumping on your damn panel. And then she was like getting kind of offended, like she was in her feelings, like you never even responded. You never gave me the time of day. You just ignored me. Like you don't even like me.
Who's that? This he said that to uppity.
Uppity
You
said
never.
that to her. When
Well,
Uppity got on this he's panel, she said, you just ignored me and I feel like that was messed up.
oh yeah.
But
Well,
she
see,
don't like
uppity is
me.
the type. She's a liar. She's a big liar, and she throws rocks and then hides her hands. Because when she was up there with Ness, and Ness, she would say, little, she's a slick shader. She's the queen of slick shade. But her and this heat seem to get along. And I think she feels like when Ness and this heat fell out, this heat, start dogging her out or something. And so I guess she's feeling some type of way about it. But both of them
Uh-huh.
are one and the same, where they feel they can talk about everybody like a dog, but then just because they say, I'm sorry, everyone's supposed to, fall in line because they said they were sorry. And everybody's supposed to fall in line and
Right.
be kumbaya. And sometimes that's not the case.
Right. And also what Vibrant said, I don't think this he has anything new to say. She said she went on Trisha's and said everything that she had to say. And that's another thing I was wondering. Like Sassy wants her to come over there, but Trish had a long live. I didn't even watch it yet. I'll get to that maybe
Ugh,
later on today. But when it comes to them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hour lives,
ugh.
I'll be like, somebody just give me, the cliff notes.
Oh, Tanya, she
Can
was
you just
drunker.
sum it up for me?
She was drunker than Cootie Brown.
Oh, this he or Trent?
Yes, she was drunk as the
This
AF.
he.
Yes, she was drunk as AF. Every time she hits the live button, even on her channel, you could tell she may not be drunk, but you could tell
On something. On
she's
something.
not feeling bad. Right,
Is that
right.
why
She
she
probably had a
talks like
few.
that? Like she talks so.
Yes.
I don't
Well, you
know
can
how to
I can
describe it.
tell the difference
Then
because
her voice was
I used to watch Bizarro. You can tell the kind of the timbre in the voice where it's a little different when she's just, had a few. Now when she's drunk, it sounds like a whole different person. But the voice is still
well,
irritating to
see when she
me.
talks, like, okay, I know studs that just naturally have that guy deep voice, and she just sounds like she tries really hard to get down to a lower register or something. It's kind of crazy,
Mm.
but um. Maybe that's why she sounds like that sometimes. I don't know. I would just be like the voice. And maybe that's why people think she's boring. And maybe that's why people think she's
No, it's not the
because
voice.
maybe her
She's
voice,
bored.
like
That and she's just mentally, to me, her she's just her ideas, her thoughts are just, and her quote unquote humor is, to me, it's just dry. Like I do, it's dry like the
girl, I ain't
Sahara.
seen the humor yet. So that yeah, it gotta
Yeah,
be dry because I
it's
ain't
this.
even seen no humor yet.
I feel like I'm walking through the Serengeti. Okay, just
Did Jackson?
dry.
But why Jackson say she got cute lips? I
Who
mean,
said
she
that?
said she got nice lips.
Who said that?
Jackson said Jackson Street 2300 said this heat got nice lips.
Okay. Hey, I'm not mad at it. People see different things, and I'm not mad. I know
Girl, are you flirting? You
a
trying to
lot of
flirt with
people
this?
think she's cute.
Well, okay. Speaking of that, what do you think about pizza? Like, people are under the impression that pizza is gay. Like, she's a whole lesbian out here, and that she really wasn't faking it when she was flirting with this heat on that recording. And I thought that was kind of funny because this he said while they thought they were recording her, she said I was recording them. So y'all out here just recording each other on these calls or these Zooms or StreamYards or whatever, you know. But I guess they was recording each other. But this heat is under the impression that Lisa really wants her or really likes her.
Yeah, she's under that impression. Um, eh, that just to me shows how phony and fake all of them are because they were all recording each other. But
Yeah,
it was a,
but
but it was a smart thing to do. Obviously, it was a smart thing to do. But I don't understand where this he said that in the beginning of that one recording that Pizarro made, she said, I don't care if you play this. I don't care. You can play this. So why are you mad? The first thing one of the first things you said is, you can play this. I don't care. You can go ahead and play it. So why are you so upset? And the threats are, she's going off YouTube to get her revenge on Brianna and
I
Pizarro.
saw that. She said she is going. She said that's the reason why she titled her video "Welcome to Hell" because she dragging Bree and Pizza straight to hell. And what's up with these people still trying to dox Pizza? I mean, does it really matter who Pizza really is? Like, people
No.
are really still thinking that she's Keisha and her twin is Kivia, and that Pizza has no kids at all, and the kids are her twins, and now, I have said that I only got two kids, and they both grown. But when my children were small, there was no way in hell I could have been online all day long,
Right, right.
from channel to channel. To after you do a 4 5 hour live on your own channel, you go to somebody else and hang out there for hours. Then you come back to your channel, do a couple more hours. Then you go to somebody else's channel. Then you literally on live like all day long
Yeah,
with kids.
yeah.
Like my kids
even
were involved in
even
sports. Maybe some people kids ain't involved in shit. Cause my kids was involved in sports. We were never home like that. Like it was football or it was basketball or it was track or it was wrestling or it was always something. And I had a job and I went to college and I mean I was doing all of this while also supporting my sons all their activities. And
well,
we were barely even
mm,
home to watch TV for an hour, let alone be on the internet all day.
right. Well, I think that she doesn't work, and maybe her kid, during the school year,
But how you got
maybe.
Tesla without a job?
But girl, she ain't got no Tesla.
But she do
Uh,
got a Tesla. Remember she got in a wreck with it?
yeah, right. Huh. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, I know you're being facetious, so I'll. But her during the day, if it's the school year, maybe they're in school. I get that, and she's driving around doing whatever she does all day, and she's on lives and stuff. But in the evenings, when she's on live, she'll just go mute all of a sudden, and then she'll come back and go, "Sorry, y'all, it's my sound bites." But you never, ever, ever hear the kids go, "Mom," but before she cuts it off real quick. It's always bone quiet, and then she goes mute all of a sudden, and people are like, Pizarro, and then she'll come back and say, "Sorry, my sound bites." You even teenagers will interrupt. You even no matter how
Because
many
you don't
times
know
you
when
tell,
kids are going to speak. They'll just come right out the blue.
yeah,
Even when you tell them, go in your room and be quiet, I'm on the phone, they still going to come out. Or you going to hear somebody say, Mom, such and such, Mom. So you going to hear them. I mean, even my son, y'all done seen my oldest son, I don't know how many times. He be jumping
right,
up on the live. He just stick his head in. What up?
right,
What y'all
right,
doing? What y'all
or,
talking about? Boy, if you don't
or
get out of here.
yeah, or you'll speak to him and he'll speak back, and
Yeah, I don't be
you,
muting. Like, we just be talking, hey, you going
yeah.
outside? All right, love you, son. Bye. See you later. We
But
just
you're
be
not trying to
talking.
be incognito, so I get her. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But still, I think maybe I've heard a kid in all the years, a kid in the
It's been a
background,
while.
maybe 5 times, 4 times.
It's been a
But
long time since I heard any kids in the background, and that was just like playing around and making little kitty noises. Just
yeah,
and no shade if she do got kids. That
yeah, no
ain't
shade
no
at
shade.
all.
It's just people. This is just what people talk about. I mean, we doing
That's all.
commentary on what we hear in the streets, and that's what we
That's
do over
all.
here. We don't make up or create shit or manufacture shit.
No,
We just discuss
no,
what's being said in the B sector, and that's one thing
yeah.
that people have always complained about. And I think that's one of the main reasons, besides the fact that she won't show herself, but that's one of the main reasons why people continually try to dox her is because of that, because they think she's a liar, because they have said, her and Bree have said before in the past, that they lie and they tell lies and things like that. So don't nobody know what the truth always is or was fake. And then the fact that you say you got a Tesla and you be on live all day. People are like, how can she have a Tesla and she be on live all day and she got all these kids and things. So
I
people
guess, I
be
guess,
asking questions and making their own uh
right.
storyline out of her and trying to dox her still.
Yeah, because to me, it's almost like we're supposed to believe, and maybe we should. I'm not saying we shouldn't, but we're being led to believe that her husband makes all this money to where she can stay at home, take care of all the bills, and have a Tesla herself for herself that she drives around all day. But then when they had some problems, she needed help from her intel. And so that's another reason I've heard that people
And that's
are having a
another reason.
problem.
Like you,
But
you, you bragging like I got Teslas and my husband does this and woo 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 woo. But then as soon as something happened with his bank account and somebody took some money out, oh, what was me, girl? She act like she was gonna commit suicide. Oh,
right, I'm
man, like she
like,
was gonna hang herself and she didn't get no help. That shit was so funny.
because my
I was
thing is,
like,
you don't have a credit card, maybe you can get a cash advance on to help, or a
Uh,
savings account. You could, a CD, anything. You could just get the money transferred,
I
bust
just
open a
recommended.
CD and put the money in there, or borrow from his 401k.
I
Take a bar.
recommended at that time that people should always have more than one bank account. I mean, I got three bank accounts. I
True,
got one for my mortgage, I
true,
got one for personal shit, and I got one to pay bills from. And I've
true.
always had two. I always had at least two bank accounts
I have
because somebody
two.
told me a
Yeah,
long years ago to never keep my money, all my eggs in one basket. So I
that's
always
right.
had two bank accounts. And then not only that, but I also have a Walmart card. So I have two bank accounts. Then I have my mortgage bank account, and then I also have a Wally card. So I'll be having money everywhere, honey,
I
everywhere.
have two accounts. One is a checking for bills, and the other one is a checking and savings that I don't touch.
Yep,
Don't touch.
yep,
But, and I keep the minimum allowed in the checking to keep it open, but I don't
exactly.
use
That's what
it.
I have: a savings
And
for that,
yeah,
a bill account, and then
yeah.
my mortgage. And with my mortgage bank, I don't do nothing but put money in there to pay the
And
mortgage
I
every
know
month.
that's right. You keeping your house safe. You don't
Girl,
want
I'm telling
any
you,
distractions on
girl,
that mortgage.
you ain't gonna be grabbing money out of her. Let me be later.
Mm-mm,
So when they try to
mm-mm.
pinch over here in the nub, I keep all my
Yeah,
shit separate. But somebody told me that years ago when I was a young parent to
that
have
was
more than one
smart.
bank account.
They
And I
were
think that
smart.
happened. Remember when all the banks people was like losing their money or getting their money froze, or it was like a big issue of time ago.
Yeah,
And people couldn't get their money out the banks. And that's
yeah.
that's when I did that. I opened
I
another account.
remember. I
Yep.
vaguely remember that. Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah. So now I have more credit cards than you. Um, I
Yeah,
have
because I
two
only got
left.
one credit card, but I learned that
Yeah,
lesson when I was a
girl.
young. I had like 15, 11 credit cards back in the day, and all
Yeah.
them motherfuckers got
I
me in trouble.
now my dad always from a young age went over financial. He would go let us watch him pay bills, write out checks, because that was back in the day. We used to watch him write checks. He used to let us, each one of us take turns filling out the checks for the bills. You know what I mean? Just so we knew how to fill out a check. I mean, and he just explained credit card debt, how it worked and how it could ruin your life. And we kind of,
Uh huh.
we grew up scared. I barely use mine. But I
See,
do think in the world today, you need more than one. But you don't
yeah,
use it except for maybe put some groceries on there and pay them off a couple times a year, pay it off the next month,
right.
and just so you can keep the credit card open.
Well,
But
I have one main one. Then I have a big store one. I'm not gonna say the name of the store, but where
right,
you can buy anything you need from refrigerators to bedroom
okay.
sets. I have a yeah. So I have one for that. Then I have a gas one. So when I say credit card, I meant one major, but then I got like you know
I
store
you
card,
know
because I got that. Matter of fact, I got that other one when I bought my house because even
hmm
though it came with all brand new appliances and everything, just
hmm
in case something broke down or just in case I
Hey,
needed
I
something.
get it.
So
That's
that's why I got
smart.
that card.
That's
So
smart.
then I have the gas card, and with that, like you said, just buy like fill the gas tank up, pay it off
Pay
the
it
next
off.
month, or
Yep.
something like that,
Yep.
just to keep your credit score, in good standings, because I always tell people when you cut your credit score by just cutting off a card completely or never using it. Like there's no point in having a credit card if you're never going to use it because it does nothing for your credit. Like,
It does nothing for your credit, and even when you close the account, you take a hit.
yep,
But if you keep on paying your bills on time, like you usually do, it'll go back up.
it'll go back up. Yeah, it'll take a hit.
Yeah.
But just like when I bought my house, girl, when you buy a car, when you buy a house, you take a hit. But then once
hmm
you start making those payments, it goes
Right.
back up. So it's the
Right.
same thing with the smaller credit cards too. But when it comes to Nest No Mess and this heat, I know now I didn't hear the recording. Now somebody wants to drop me the link. so where I can hear the recording. If it's out there, please let me know because um basically when Tracy got see, and that's the thing. Sassy wants to interview her, but I don't think Sassy's gonna have anything worthy to because she literally Tracy literally got up on the panel too and asked her all kind of questions. And
Right.
Tracy was asking some good questions. She said,
Yes.
well, is it true that Ness has an odor? Is it true? They said that you said that Ness, her hygiene wasn't up to par. And this heat was like, no, I never said that.
See, that's a bald faced lie, but go ahead.
I
Why
never
she
said.
lie?
The way she be talking it kills me.
But why would she lie? She knows good. See, she's drunk. I told you she's drunk or either slightly, always slightly inebriated. You know, she said that. She said that girl had an odor and that she felt that she was unclean. That's why she didn't want to touch her, except for
She
when
said
she
she was on
first
her
came to.
period. That's what she told Tracy. She said
No,
she ate me out, but I wouldn't eat her out because she was on her period.
right, right. And Ness said she was on her period for half of the time. You see what I'm saying? The story just keep the
But did you hear what
goalposts
Tracy said?
just what she said. Which
Tracy be
part?
cracking me up.
I love
Tracy
me some
said,
Tracy cakes.
Tracy, Tracy just goes, the things Tracy say, Tracy should really be an interviewer. She needs to
Tracy is
interview people
funny.
because she just be saying the wildest shit. Like she said, well, why wasn't she prepared? She could have went to the doctor and got a birth control shot, and that would have stopped the blood from flowing, and then you could have ate her box. Like
Oh my God. Treat when I heard that, I just almost, you know what?
I died.
I just, ooh, treat.
I have never thought of that. Like all the years I've been telling my nigga, it's that time of the month. It's that time of the month. Like, let me just get a shot so you can munch all month long.
But didn't he say that she was a no touch lesbian because she was a stud? She didn't like
So,
for
hey, you
women
know what happened to
to.
that other no touch lesbian?
Who?
VS's ex.
Who?
Remember VS's ex?
Oh, QI?
Remember QI was a no touch and VS had her ass screaming and crawling up the
Yeah,
walls.
VS said she had her whole fist up
Got her
there.
whole fist up her ass. Like, what the
I mean, do what you do, get it how you like it. But I guess women have babies, so a fist shouldn't be anything. So let me stop. That's just a lot to
Well,
me.
see, when you have a baby, your shit naturally expands to where you can deliver a 10, 12, 13-pound baby. Your shit ain't expanded when somebody put their fist
Whew,
up your ass.
I
I know
can't.
she got knuckle scrapes and
I
all
can't.
kind of shit all on her walls. Like her walls ain't been the same since BS.
I
I'm
can't.
telling you, the BS got some big hands too.
Does she? I never even paid
Girl,
any attention.
BS probably was up in there spinning that fist around like wow, 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 wow,
But
wow.
here's but here's another thing. This Heat says she's this, major stud. Oh, she's a stud. She doesn't argue with women. You know what I'm saying? She's a stud. But if you remember, Ness said that when she's with women, she's the aggressor. You see what I'm saying? So when you two were together, Ness did her part. She said she was the aggressor. You're supposed to be the no touch stud.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
How
saying?
does
So
a no touch stud or lesbian gets their box munched?
right, because Ness was up front. She said, "I'm the aggressor if when I'm messing with a woman." So that's what I'm saying. This Heat always wants to, be Billy Badass, and I just don't see it. Like I don't see how Ness believes that her family has this last name that makes them on the no-fly list and everything. So she has an alias ID that she uses when she has to show an ID, like when she caught the plane to Miami, when
Uh
she
huh.
made the hotel reservations. It was under this quote unquote alias
Uh huh.
because her family has a last name that is known
That she's
throughout the world.
Bangladeshian,
That's what she says. Girl, I don't believe none
and
of
they got
that.
a Bangladeshian last name.
I, that she says she's black. Her mom's black, and she's Bangladeshi. But she didn't say her mom was African American. But yeah, she's Bangladeshi, and I've never heard that mean anything. But I've never heard of the Bangladeshi having this worldwide. I don't know. If I
Wow.
was Ness, I wouldn't believe that. I'd be spilling all kinds of tea. You'd have to prove it to me. Y'all
Yeah.
have to knock on my door.
Well, do you think she was because she claims she gave Ness all this money, $900 here. She said she paid for her expensive intro to her show and done other things for her. She said she kind of gets in her feelings when people be telling her what she gonna do for Ness, or that she was bad for Ness, or that she didn't do nothing for Ness, or she was like, I done gave her more money and done more stuff for her than what y'all even know. And like, what does people like? They said, are you gonna buy her a gift for her birthday next month? Now they done broke up. They dragged each other on social media, but they asked this Heat, was she gonna buy Ness a gift because her birthday coming up? And this Heat said, I done all this shit for her. My birthday was in June. What did I get?
Well, Ness's birthday is today,
Yeah, they said this the
right?
other day. They said her birthday is coming up.
Yeah, I think it's today, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, they said the other
mhm.
day, they said her birthday is coming up. So what are you gonna get Ness? And she was like, yeah, her birthday coming up, but I done this, that, and the third. And I ain't got nothing when my birthday was in June.
Through all this,
Like, do you think like Ness like kind of used Miss Heat?
I mean, but people have to understand and
I
not
gotta say Miss
forget.
Heat because I keep wanting to call her a nigga.
Yeah.
A whole
No.
nigga.
Yeah. No.
That is this
But
Heat, all this Heat.
yeah, she's yeah. No. Um. People forget that Ness is an OG out in these, in the Miami streets. She's not. People just think that because she caught feelings for this Heat, she didn't lose sight on getting what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Ness played her for that money. Talking sweet stuff. People forget that Ness was out there in those streets in Miami. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So people keep forgetting that. So even though she caught feelings for this Heat, she still didn't let her eyes stray from the prize. Because
Uh-huh.
the Heat said that it was like thousands that she spent on
And it
Ness.
came right on time because Ness had just moved into her new apartment some months ago and was asking people to support her what do you call it?
The Amazon wish list?
Yes, and no shade there at all because whenever
None.
I move in real life, I always have a housewarming party. And in real life, y'all saw me live for my housewarming party when I bought my
Yes,
house last year.
yes.
And I even had the Amazon thing, and a lot of my supporters bought me stuff from off my Amazon. So no shade there. I'm just saying it did come on time because she just moved.
Right.
Deanna said, "Oh, Deanna, click the link if you want to, boo."
Hi,
But
Deanna.
she said a real life hooker.
Oh, Deanna.
Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Now you gonna stop talking about folks, Deanna.
Deanna, it's Curio. It's Curio.
It's Curio.
Yeah, I love me some
But Deanna,
Deanna.
I love me some Deanna. But that was funny.
But
But
yeah, I don't see anything wrong with getting a wish list either. It was just the second go round that I was looking like, why didn't you put everything on the first? Oh, because the first one got stolen.
that's right. She did do it twice because the first time didn't ODS or somebody mess up. Some was it? What? Who was it? Was it Jay
Rose
Dunn?
Bennett says she did it, but Ness
It was
blamed
Rose
Jay
Bennett.
Dunn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard it was
they.
Jay Dunn. She said she bought all kind of shit, then returned it or canceled the order. That's fucked up.
uh,
Oh, y'all is so malicious. Deanna said she gonna jump on in a second. Y'all is so malicious.
I just let me see. I wrote something down. Um, no, oh, she now this heat is saying, why I told them to just leave me alone. Talking about Brie, uh, pizza, probably throwing in because she was complaining about um,
Face
uh,
Yaya
Faith Yaya and Lady Nika,
and
but
Lady Mika, who she said
right,
is a
she's.
casualty of war.
But you know what I'm saying? She'll be on pizza's panel in five, four, three, two, one. When I've never heard her say for them
That's
to
like Jay
leave her
Dunn. People
alone.
would drag her for filth, and people would pay to get her dropped, and Jay Dunn would still come back.
Yeah, yeah. But I hollered when she got mad in the beginning when nobody would click the link. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
she has no self awareness.
What did you hold on, right there, babe. When you said you hollered because nobody hit the link, that was almost when Uppity came up there too, and she said, "Well, if nobody else hits the link," she said, "If you can't get nobody to hit your link, I was dead." They trying to say ain't nobody trying to fuck with you, girl.
If you're not a very popular subscriber or a content creator, she really doesn't want to be bothered with you. You know, like a Faith Yaya, who she's a popular subscriber. You know
Uh,
what I mean? If you're not one of those, even in the chats, she don't, or a moderator, she don't want to be bothered with you. She's not really, trying to,
right.
you
And
know.
what's up, Willie? Hey, Willie, hit the link, Willie. You ain't been over here in a long time now. You probably at work, but if you can't, that's okay. But Willie's 3 said, the craziest part is how did Miss Intel trick a stud out of a good thing? Well, I don't know. What did she trick her out of? Did I miss something?
I'm not sure.
Besides the record, what did she trick her out of? Child, fill me
I
in,
guess
Willie.
the recordings
Because this Heat
and
recorded
Cash
pizza
App
too.
and
Oh,
Cash
Cash
App.
App,
Yeah,
Deanna.
because see,
Good
oh,
morning.
Hey,
What's up,
good
good
Willie.
Taylor?
morning.
Hey, Curio. You know I be
Uh,
messing up your name, girl. I don't be doing it on
girl,
purpose.
and it's fine, Deanna. It is
I
absolutely
be
fine.
trying. You told
That's
me once
okay.
before.
I don't care. You say, call me what
Put
you
y'all,
want.
I
put y'all
literally gotta say
tails
her
up
name
here.
in 2 syllables when I first met her. I would say Corey O. Lover. Because I used to mess it up like choreographer. Corey, I used to call her
Mm-hmm.
the Choreo Lover.
It's
See,
okay.
girl, and you know I'm country, so I'm gonna make it 10 times worse.
It's okay.
But yeah,
But
Choreo
y'all,
Lover. I like that name. I like her name.
I was listening to y'all, honey, and I've been catching up here and there. I've been
Girl.
catching up here and there. But what I wanted to know is what was on that conversation that was played so detrimental that did he feel like she need to go after people off of YouTube? And if she got that much smoke to go after Pizarro off of YouTube, why don't you just come and tell us who she is?
Yeah, because okay, me personally, I really don't care who Pizza is. I really don't. If we find out, we find out. But just please don't be in the Poke and Bean projects and on welfare and food stamps if they find you out. Please don't, because
I
that
think
will ruin your whole.
No, but I was saying that because she talking about going after people offline. How else would she be able to go after her offline or where it hurt or whatever she trying to say? Unless how I mean, do she know who she is or don't she? Like it sounds really petty to me. This heat sound like she just somebody got her at her own game. I
yep,
did listen to her in her video when she was saying for no reason that they did it for no reason. Well, bitch, you flagged my page for no reason. So good cheers to you, bitch. And
exactly.
like
And
I
I think
said, I didn't even hear nothing that was said that was just like, oh, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. No, they played you like you've been trying to play everybody else. And I just
mm-hmm,
really feel like Pizarro beat you to the punch and letting out that video. That's all.
mm-hmm.
Because she
And
would have did
Deanna,
it. She would have
Mm-hmm.
did it.
I agree. And that's another reason I don't like her. How you gonna mess with Deanna? You know what I'm
Girl,
saying?
and I don't
Deanna
even
got
know her.
exactly. You don't even come on here that much and to even give commentary on. You know what I'm saying? That mess. Because when you come on, sometimes you don't even deal with even the big stories in the B sector because it's
Mm-mm.
stupid.
Like,
It's just
nobody had time for
stupid.
that all the time. It was redundant
Exactly.
at a point.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was like, I heard her talking about she was gonna
That's you,
go after
Willie.
him and hit him where it hurt. Hey,
That's me.
Willie.
Yeah, yeah, that's me.
Okay, I'm just making
Hi,
sure, making
Willie.
sure.
What's up?
Oh,
What's
you
up,
ain't have to put
baby?
that deliciousness in our face like
Ooh,
Girl,
that.
that's what
look
I
at
use for my
that. Look
colors.
at that
All my different cakes, I just be
delicious
switching them up.
chocolate.
It
He
look
looks
good
like,
though.
Okay.
he
Y'all
looks
know
like
how
Will
we get
Smith.
down on them cakes. But
And
welcome to the panel,
what's
Willie.
that
Oh no,
movie?
this is Will Smith picture from Wild Wild West.
Oh,
From
I
the
just
okay,
Wild
because
Wild
yeah.
I'm
West.
like,
Yep.
woo, you are his twin. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. I
Nah,
knew
not
that was
even.
Will
Salute to
Smith.
Will Smith though. I came up here because Hood Table asked me the question. She was like, "How did
Right, how she trick her? Okay.
Well, to me, it seems like it was just a bunch of confusion. I'm not saying, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, like, it seems like they had a good thing going. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the girl name? Ness and this Heat. I don't really know them too well. I just know that, I seen a lot of, like y'all say, love bombing and stuff like that. And I was like, well, this could work, if they do it the right way. But it just seemed like it was a lot of confusion and people was throwing curveballs, and I just felt like she just got tricked out of a good thing because from my understanding they was working together. She made an intro for her, and I heard the intro and it was a nice intro, so I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope
Yeah,
they
this he said
could
it wasn't
reconcile.
cheap. She said it was expensive.
Expensive? What you mean expensive? Like how expensive?
Yeah, this he said, y'all think that they said, do y'all know how expensive no, what did this he she said something like, do y'all know how expensive it was for her to buy her that intro or to get her an intro? Saying she spent more than even the $900 on Nest and done things for her that we wouldn't even know about.
Well, she spent her money on a trick. So, I mean, a trick spent their money on a prostitute. So, what's the difference? That's how life been
God.
going. I mean,
Well, I'll
Oh,
be honest with y'all. I made intros before. It don't cost $900. I mean, maybe because I think
Oh
I
no,
heard I
no, no.
heard.
She said she had gave her $900 and paid for her intro. So the $900 that was for something else.
Oh, okay, okay. Well,
Yeah.
nine
yeah,
hundred dollars for that terrible head she got. That's what they say. I don't
oh
know.
my
yeah.
God.
But
That's
see,
what
that's
they
why you
say.
don't rush into it. You rush into the sex. That's it. What else are we gonna do? You gonna bring another person in the room? Like, what's going on? I'm sorry though. Go
Bring a
ahead.
Oh, I
clean
don't think this
ass.
heat. I don't think
You
this
know
heat can
what,
take too many
Deanna?
studs
I'm
in
so
the
mad
room
at Deanna
because
right
they
now.
both studs. They both like seem manly to me. I
Well,
don't know.
Thank
I'll
you.
be yeah. Dad, Dion.
Like who's the
Ness
man?
lip
Who's the
hole weight, baby. Ness is the man of that.
Wait a minute. Did y'all hear what Trish said when this heat
I
was on
can't
her
stand you,
panel?
Deanna.
This heat was like, yeah, she ate the box, and Trish said, well, then you had something up in you too, right? And she's like, what? And Trish said, yeah, her lip is like a dick.
Oh wow,
Uh, I
wow.
was like, Trish
Y'all
nasty.
stop. Y'all leave Ness lips alone.
I don't.
Man,
Her lip
tell
don't
this heat
bother
to leave
me.
them lips alone, honey.
Her lip doesn't bother me. Yeah, there goes.
She said her lip is an elongated peen, huh?
Yeah, she said, well, yes, you have been penetrated because
Oh my
Ness was
god,
down there.
y'all is a
But
Yeah,
mess.
YouTube
what?
is crazy. I think when you start to involve yourself in these YouTube relationships, a lot of things don't look the same. Like you even the way you come into a chat room, you know what I'm saying? Certain people, all things. Like even right now, y'all could be sitting here having a regular conversation, and if a person has a relationship with that person in the chat, they may think that you flirting with their, you know what I'm saying, significant other. You know what I'm saying? And you're not even really doing anything, but they think that you flirting with them.
So do y'all think
That's called
um
what you call it,
Don't do that,
insecure.
bro.
Yeah.
But do y'all think Lisa is really a lesbian and she really likes this heat and was flirting with her for real, real?
Child, really ain't no telling. You can't put nothing past none of these folks at this point.
That would be interesting. She could open up a brand new door in her content if she does that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be honest
It's
with you, I
What,
don't
hey,
think
go
so.
from can't talk to straight men to gay women? What's the brand new content? Cause
yeah,
she ain't
she
really never had none.
She's going to now bring in the want. You know what I'm saying? Like the
no.
desire. Not only people listen,
She
but
gonna
then
bring all the
now
lesbians to the yard.
there you go. There you go. That's what I meant to say. I didn't want to disrespect but you get what I'm saying.
Oh, well,
Like,
I ain't no lesbian, so I wouldn't have cared. But, child, I guess you might be right, because they do attract the slow ones here. So I can see it. I can see
Oh
it.
my
I,
god.
They
I'm just
Here's
saying
pile
the
up over there. I mean,
yeah.
it just, you got to be a special type of person to sit up there and watch somebody sit up there and scream to the top of their lungs and make completely no sense, can't complete a full
Oh,
sentence.
I get where you're
I
coming
mean,
from.
you really
Okay.
have to be a special type of
Oh,
person.
okay. Okay. I get it. I'm not I don't focusing on that. I just focusing on the like the whole mystique about the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that she doesn't show her face, the fact that she it's like a whole spaceship type of thing. It's a theme. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really too enthusiastic about it. I'm just saying that it would be good to see more people kind of adapt that. Like you got to have a theme to your channel. So I think with this whole situation right here, it just you know what I'm saying?
I think
That's just my opinion. You know what I'm
I think the
saying?
beef sector content creators all have carved their own niche and they're solidified. I mean the old head ones like Deanna, Tracy,
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Bizarro,
Deanna,
all
but
of them.
I just never been on a
Deanna,
panel with
that's
Deanna.
my dog.
I don't know who. I
That's
never
my
heard
dog
anything
right
about
there.
Deanna.
They know I always be talking mess. Don't take me no kind of way.
Girl, we
Yeah,
love
I'm
it.
just,
And we love it.
No,
And we
you good.
love
I mean,
this shit. Like you
I
understand?
watch certain people too, so it's like I've caught you on panels before, turning up, going past 10, and like, hey, I respect it.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying? So
her
somebody
and
once was
Sean
messing with me.
Bradley, her and Sean Bradley on Pizarro's that night, girl. I got you up here.
Oh,
You
yes.
was on fire. That thing was everything. You hear
But he
me?
was up there to start mess on the
Yes, he
split,
was.
so I had to come on
Ooh,
and cut it short.
but Deanna, it was lovely. You hear me? You burned him crispy, and it was old school beef sector. I was like in my world, girl. You gave me life. Okay.
There you go with that
Yeah.
crispy word. Don't let TMO hear you.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean it like that. I
Oh,
just,
oh,
I know
now
she
see,
playing, but you know
talking
she
about
used that
me.
crispy word.
but here's one thing. Did you guys hear this heat when Sassy said she wanted to have a conversation slash interview with her? And
Conversation slash
and
interview. Mm-hmm.
and this he said she would have to consult with her PR
Man,
team.
who the fuck is her PR? Like, did you
See
consult
the
with your
ignorance,
PR before you went down on this?
oh shit.
the ignorance. You see what I'm
I was
saying?
like, and she said it numerous times, and finally Sassy was like, "Okay,
She said, "Have
you."
your people contact my people."
Yeah, I was like, really? Just go ahead and say you're gonna ask Kimmy for her advice. No shade on Kimmy,
But Kimmy
but
did say in the
Kimmy,
chat. Kimmy said in the chat. She said, "But Sassy, you want her to come over to your panel on Sunday? It'll be a whole new storyline by Sunday. This shit'll be dead by Sunday. You on her panel now."
right? So it was just like, just say it's Kimmy and her mods and the other, because this heat is one of Kimmy's mods. Just say you want Kimmy to have a mod meeting so you can go in there and ask them their opinions on whether or not you want to do it. It is not a PR team.
So you think it's
She
Kimmy?
always
Because
putting
I sure
20
was
on 10.
wondering,
I
like, is
can't
she being
stand her.
facetious? I was like, is she being facetious or she being for real? Like, who she got to talk to?
She just always has to put 30 on 10 because she's rich, she's above it all, she's high class, she's
But is
educated.
she really rich?
Girl,
I
please.
know
You
she
know her
always says
family.
she's rich, but is the Bangladeshi really rich?
Her family is on the no-fly list. They can't use their real last name because there's things in their background, and that she has to use an alias, and and Ness needs to, and
Sound
all of
like a
us need to
con
be
artist.
girl.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a
it
whole
really
play.
does.
Yeah, it's a
Sounds like
play.
a play. Thank you,
It,
Willie. It sounds like a play.
It's definitely a play because you can, like, a lot of times when I listen to the commentary, it was like they was trying to say like disrespectful things, but then they kept holding their tongue. So that alone told me that it was some sort of agreement before this happened. Like, of course they're gonna gain all the attention of the beef sector because they have, what I'm saying, like they have information on one another, or people think that they're going to release information on one another. But I think it's just a distraction to keep y'all all keep your eyes on them, and possibly give Ness a new character or a new personality to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a sympathy thing. Like, instead of people seeing her as the, beat on my chest, say anything about anybody to get it off. You know what I'm saying? Type of person. Like, now you can kind of empathize, you kind of sympathize, or something like that. I don't know. That's what I think. I think it's just a storyline. That's it.
People have
Well, if she
always
that
liked
rich, let me
Ness.
become lesbian
She's
for
always
pay.
had a following.
She's getting a lot of
Yeah.
cash outs for sure because
Like, let me
along
get.
with
I won't shit. I can be a
yeah.
lesbian for a day.
Oh, and today's her birthday, and she's sad.
Oh
She's
yeah, oh
really
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get a lot
See,
of
right? Look,
cash.
look, just in time, just in
Yep.
time.
And she wants her car too. So this might be the down payment.
Oh, I'm
This might
slow,
be the down
y'all.
payment.
So y'all saying this whole thing is a play for her birthday?
Yeah,
What
it's money. It,
car?
hap- it happens. It happens a lot of places. People, not only just this right here with the whole LGBT, but even straight couples on YouTube, they'll get into it just for the 21st, or you know what I'm saying, just for a certain
Yeah.
occasion like their birthday to get a
Today's
lot of
her
cash out.
birthday, Deanna. Today's Nessa's birthday. And so she'll be upset, sad, and this heat said that she might interview with Trish and do a little more tell all today.
What did
So
she tell? She was on Trisha's for. Boy.
she was drunk as hell on
It's
Trish's
genius. I
But
give
panel.
it
did you say
to
she was supposed to get a
him.
car? Who said that?
Well, Ness said she needs a car, and I think she asked for donations,
For a
and I
car?
don't
Now
think
we asking for a car? Oh goddamn! They
yes,
doing a
and she
Wiley.
didn't, and the word is she didn't really get anything, and so
She
now
wants
she's
us to pay
sad, and
for.
they've
She want her
broken
people to
up,
pay for a car.
and
Are
here
we
we are
kidding?
on her birthday. Yeah, that's what people are saying. I don't
So
really care
Trish
because I'm
wants
not giving any
help with a
money.
car.
Yeah, because I'm not giving any money, so it doesn't matter to me.
This is Wiley 2.0.
Where?
Remember Wiley got a
Oh,
car?
yeah, when TSCC bought him
Yep,
his card.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because she doesn't, I think she's riding public transportation.
Well, she better
But
continue to hop her ass on that public transportation.
I
Because if you
mean,
can't afford a car, how you gonna afford maintenance and keep gas and insurance on a car? I'm not gonna play with these dope things out here.
they want a car. People coming on here asking for cars. Like, what the shit?
I mean, people have gotten
Yeah.
cars before.
I mean, I
Victor Moan.
know,
I
I
don't
done
know if you know
seen it.
Victor Moan. Victor Moan has gotten a car for here before.
I heard
that
that somebody bought him a car too. They need to buy him a new silly. But
that butter
anyway,
tooth
Oh, some
and
clippers.
and with his then a toothbrush and some deodorant and a
No, but
Oh,
shoe.
yeah, I mean, it's
that's
happened.
a
It's
rough
happened.
looking
Sky's
man,
the
ain't it?
limit.
Girl.
Yeah, sky's the limit on here when it comes to emotion. That's what I realized. As long as you can tap into somebody's emotions and pull their heartstrings, you can make anything
I'm
come out
not
their
doing the
pockets.
right thing on here. I need somebody to show me how to beg, how to
See, you
plead.
ain't in no position to be doing that. That's the problem. You got to be down bad and out willing to do anything to get something out of motherfuckers. These folks really ain't got shit that's out here begging like that.
Oh
I
man,
believe that.
I just can't find myself
I
robbing
can't,
people.
yeah, I can't find the nerve. I can't muster up my nerves and my dignity
I
to
mean,
put it aside to sit up here. Oh, I need a car, y'all. I need to move. Could y'all buy me some cooking grease? No, yeah,
I
hell
mean,
no.
I ain't gonna
Yeah, that's
lie.
a little crazy.
I done a the Amazon. I done that before the Amazon wish list, but that was
That's
for.
different.
I mean,
That
who
you
does?
bought your own
Everybody
house
does that.
though.
Everybody does an
Exactly.
Amazon wish list,
But you
and
bought
It's
your
not
own house though, the hood table.
right.
That's different.
Yeah, don't keep
We
comparing
talking
that
about
because it's
people out
different.
here asking for homes, down payments, cars. You ain't come out here and tell us that you was finna buy no house and ask us to damn donate.
Exactly
yeah,
for
that's
your down payment on your
That's
house.
different.
the closing
Thank you.
costs. You pay
Right,
for
Yeah,
my closing.
right.
yeah. So,
Yeah, there's a
so
lady
it's
right
not fair
now.
for you to keep comparing that.
Right. Yeah, she's right. Now there's a lady out here named Peach McIntyre that gets
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
paid.
oh,
Oh
Don't get
God,
me
don't get
started.
let me
started with
tell
the
you
end on
something.
Peach.
Oh
Oh
man, y'all
Can't
know
God,
stand
already?
her. I
oh
can't
Taylor be
stand
God.
her.
cracking the fuck out of
I'm
Peach.
gonna
I
be
thought I
mad
was
at
bugging
Jennifer.
out. I was like, yo, why is she doing that? Like, it's kind of like you exploiting your divorce for for pay. I don't know
It's
what's going. I think it's a
lies.
trick.
It be
Oh, there you
lies.
go.
They
Okay,
back
so I wasn't
together.
bugging.
They was back together,
Her
honey.
and her husband was broke up for 20 minutes.
That's what they do. She do that every other year.
I was like, yo, it's too many kids. Like, where you going?
Nobody
Like,
else wants you, and don't nobody else want him
Want
with a bitch
him?
like you.
That's right. And you
but
That's
know they've
all
been
it
mad
is.
at Deanna
man,
for
it's a
years for
lot of
getting hooked
ways.
on her.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways you can get bread on this app, but I think yeah, like with y'all being the beef sector, I think that's what people are capitalizing most off of. It's like the interest in the interaction. Oh, who's gonna hook up with who? So I think now is gonna be a race to see who's gonna expose who first. Like people are gonna run
Hmm.
with the play as long as you're getting paid, but when the money dries up on either side, or well, I would say either side because you guys said that this he has comes from a little bit of money, but I'm just saying, as far as when it comes to
Don't nobody
reputation,
know
That's
these
what
lies
she
that they
said.
tell. I
mm,
shit. My motherfucking daddy is Obama.
you know
I
what,
think that
you know what kind
I
of
think
caught
she
me.
charged all that. If she really paid all that money, I think she put it on a credit card. And
And who credit
anybody,
card was it? Since she got
no,
all these aliases.
right? I don't
Well, I
think
don't
she was
know,
coming
but
up off of
I
cash
seen, yeah,
like
I
she makes
seen
it
a
seem.
small situation where Ness was at a crab shack with a bunch of other people. I don't know if anybody else seen that.
When she
I,
was
Mm-mm.
I
there with On Site April.
yeah, well, it was her, that person and another person, and I
Uh,
thought maybe I didn't know if this heat was there at that time.
no, she was back in California by that time.
Oh, so I thought maybe if she seen that, that kind of was like, I, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? You kind of you going on dates with other people. I didn't know. I don't know the politics. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it and I'll be like, wow, this is crazy. You know?
Yeah, On Site April had
They probably wasn't on no
visited
date.
with them. On Site April had visited both of them when they were in the hotel.
Well, did
So
we ever come to the conclusion about what Onside April was doing at that table? Was she rolling a blunt?
Cocaine.
Was
We
she
ain't
rolling a
finna act
blunt?
crazy.
Who paid for the crab boil? This heat?
I don't know, but so she was still like
it might have
they
been
still
On
alleged
Site
that she was
April.
smoking crack. I mean, what do you
Well,
call it? Cocaine?
I
That's
think
cocaine.
Not
That was
rolling a
no
blunt.
cocaine.
that he said it was really weed. There was no cocaine when she was asked
Okay, so she was
by
rolling a
Brianna. Or
blunt.
was it
And this
Brianna
heat
or
also is on
Cesaro?
the no-fly list.
Yeah.
Girl.
But you
So
know something, Willie? I think on that visit to Miami, this heat gave her either the $400 or the $500 of the $900. So Ness might have been able to pay for it. On site might have been able to pay for it all, or they might have paid for their own dinners. But she had cash because out of the 900, either she gave Ness the 400 of it or the 500 of it.
Oh,
Because
Hey
I
okay.
think
Bill, hey baby. What's
because
up,
I
Red Lawrence
think
and
that
popcorn?
Ness, this he said that 500 of it
Snorting
was
weed.
because Ness was saying how, being in Miami, it might trigger her to go to the old places where she used to get in trouble. So she said this. He said she get. I mean, Ness said this. He gave her 500 in case she wanted to get a ticket and come home early.
Yeah,
And
that's what she said on her last show. She said she gave
yeah,
her 900 so she can get home early.
right. The 400, I think she
From
said was because
Miami.
Ness didn't have any change of clothes and she wanted to take her shopping and Ness said no, she need to pay her, she can pay
Why
her
all
rent
these
with
B
that.
sector CCs traveling with no extra clothes? What's up with
honey,
that? They talk about people in swimsuits for days, people wearing the same jumpers for days. They said Five was down there in Cali with Tisa with no clothes. Like,
we
I
talking about
Tisa,
a bunch of bums.
is that what it is?
It
don't
is.
understand. I be having like two suitcases full of shit and like 10 shoes, sneakers, everything.
I overpacked for a 3-day visit to
Same
Texas.
here. They be like, is you
I you
moving or traveling?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
think uh Sorry, I think people,
No,
they
it's
get
okay.
wrapped up in the online persona, and then when they meet in person, they forget about the human. You know what I'm saying? Like the human imperfections and things like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like people human. So
But
you
if
know,
you front, if you front on
But not
YouTube,
traveling with
you
clothes?
don't front.
well, I don't know
You
about that.
still being on
That's
YouTube, so
crazy.
you still can't front. Even if you go to the Dollar Tree and buy some short sets off their racks, you can. I mean, it's Miami. You might have been able to get away with some short suits off out of Dollar Tree.
You know what, y'all? One day we went to
And that
one
should have
day.
had
I mean,
more
one year
clothes.
before the Rona, we went to
That
Fort
ain't even
Lauderdale. We went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and stayed at this suite. We had a suite right by the beach in Fort Lauderdale. And before I left home, we always leave in the middle of the night. And before I left home, I told my son, grab my suitcase. That I had like three. But I said, grab that suitcase right there, take it to the car. And I'm still running around the house, ran right out the door. He was the last one in. I said, grab my suitcase, put in the trunk. Grab my suitcase, put in the trunk. I told him like 3, 4, 5, 11 times. While we get there, in that one suitcase, he left it in the living room by the door. It had all my underoos in there. I
Oh
took my
wow.
ass to the dollar store the next day and bought like 50, $75 worth of bras. And I mean, I had all new shit to wear out of you know when you buy new shit, new drawers, bro. You know when you go out of town, you just buy new shit, you know.
Yeah, it's normal.
And I was like, fuck that. I just spent hundreds of dollars. Hey, I'm a 4,400 double triple D, okay? Them
Mm.
bras cost like $60 each. So I'm like,
Right.
I ain't about to buy. I went straight to the dollar store, bought the cutest shit I could find. Then I went to Walmart, bought some more shit. But normally, under normal circumstances, I travel with a whole bunch of shit.
I think a lot of people would be doing that on purpose just to see what you're gonna run back and say to the internet.
You
You know
think
what I'm
so?
saying? Yeah, like because it creates controversy. You know what I'm saying? Some people, believe it or not, some people love controversy. They'll pull up purposely and do certain things just so they can see if that person will run back and tell, or if that person doesn't, or how you know what I'm saying, how solid that person is. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to
Well,
women, I get it. I get what y'all saying, but I do know there are people that do things purposely to see, like you know what I'm saying, like what are you
But
gonna
I have
say?
never thought of that. Just leaving everything at home for commentary.
Yeah, for
Ness said
content.
Ness said that she said that she
Oh
wasn't
no.
sure if she was going to be spending the night when she went to the hotel, but she was there for days. But she said that that's the reason she
In the
didn't.
same jumper.
Right, she didn't know if she didn't think she was going to be staying overnight. Plus,
so where
do
her
And you was
clothes
on
at?
your period and wearing the same clothes for
girl,
days.
she thought
Oh,
she
I'ma
wasn't.
shut up.
She thought she wasn't going to spend the night. And do y'all remember when she was buying all that stuff from Shein and she was showing it on camera? It was these cute dresses and all this cute stuff. And it's like, I guess she had that in the suitcase that she left at her mama's house when she went up to the hotel.
Y'all, see,
Y'all know the details. Details. Now let's see.
yeah, we
Well,
just doing commentary. We talking about
only
what we hear. They put it
Yeah, I'm
out
on. Yeah, I'm
there.
on
What
stage with
they
the smoke
say,
screen.
y'all put it out there. We gonna talk about it.
Tanya gives me homework now.
Nah, I get
Like,
it.
So,
Hey, you
girl, did
know,
you watch that video, girl? See, we don't do all that shit they did in Five Nation or whatever Babe Nation, where they got assignment homework to go and flag people channels and all that. We
no,
just
no,
be
it's not
discussing
that kind.
different people's lives and comparing
Yeah,
notes. Like, girl,
yeah.
did you hear her say? Did you hear Tracy say she just got to get a shot to make it stop bleeding so she can munch that car? I mean, girl, did you hear that?
What do y'all think? Let me see, because I wrote this down. Uh,
See, she do like me.
Ariana,
I
go
take
ahead.
notes
no,
for
I
real.
got that from
That's the most
Tanya.
raunchiest shit I done heard in my life, just to be honest
And then
with you.
he said, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in purposely stopping your period just so somebody can eat your box. Like,
She don't believe in that, but she can't say period. Make this make
oh
sense.
yeah,
She
she
can't say,
says
oh, and she can't
or
say the word
administration or
love. She calls
trifling.
it the L. She
Yeah.
can't say the love. She calls it L.
Why can't you say love?
Girl, why can't she say period and she's a whole woman?
That's kitty shit. That's why I feel like she a whole child out here.
Wow.
It's the L word.
As I
It's
said,
the
my mommy
P
told
word.
me not to say shut up. My mommy told me to say hush. That's like
Well, y'all got to remember, this app is really high school. Like the girls to
true.
our ages, we could be 60, 70, right? But the mind frame is still
Who
high
you
school.
telling? There's some old ass niggas
Okay.
on here be acting like some kids, boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's enthusiastic. You know what I'm saying? They want to go on field trips, and that's when you see the AKA the meetups, and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and like, if you want the views nowadays, you got to go back to that era
Somebody
where
got
things was a little
feedback.
Somebody got a
crazy.
squeaky background.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's me.
I
Hmm.
don't know, but
Oh, it's stopped now.
yeah, it's
Who
gone now.
muted? Who muted?
I think Deanna muted.
I'm still talking, but I didn't mute.
It might have been
This
me, y'all.
this
Hold on.
yeah, it's you, Deanna, because it came back as soon as she said something. But yeah,
Oh, I
you
didn't want
right.
her to
People on
leave.
here be acting.
Yeah, it's high school. I mean, regards, respect to the real OGs of the beef sector. I respect all of those ladies. I've watched them for maybe about probably like 2 years or so. So, I don't know everything. I just respect the fact that, a bunch of you know, all ethnicities, races of women are able to come together and, what I'm saying,
No,
just have a space
no,
where they can talk.
no.
That's what I
Mm-mm.
see. No, no, no. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that's what I see. That's what I see,
Mm. Oh,
and
you
that's
mean as
what.
YouTube as a whole?
Right, right. It's YouTube. I don't know
Okay,
yeah, I don't know the
gotcha.
details. I'm just saying as far as YouTube. But if when I think about it,
Uh,
all of it is high school. So it's like you just gotta go with the game. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what sector are you from originally, Willie?
Oh, I'm not from a sector. I came from a channel called Behind the Bar. So I pretty
Oh,
much.
are you
oh
behind the
yeah, behind the
bar?
bar
No, no,
when
no. I'm not. No, no, no. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh,
That's my great friend. He when he started his
okay,
channel, I was like one of the first subscribers and things like
okay,
that.
got
weren't you
you.
guys like
Yeah,
Okay,
DJs or something or
yeah,
yeah.
he's a
He DJs.
DJ.
yeah
He
yeah
Yeah, he
DJs,
did.
and I take care of like the visuals, like the graphic, the thumbnails,
Oh, okay,
intros, and things like that. Yeah,
oh so you
got
can do
you.
intros.
yeah. I do all of that. I just finished one for Lady Nika.
You
She
did, lady. Wait a minute. I thought, what's his
No, the
name?
song the song is from Buddy Lee.
Buddy Lee.
Um,
Okay, so you did
but
the
I just
graphics behind his
there you
song.
go. There you go.
There.
There you go.
Okay, got you. Because
There
See,
you
my
her
go.
song is from
intro is
my niece.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah, that song is off the chain. Buddy got something right there. Like
yeah.
he
And I
can do the
like the
jingles.
graphics too. I thought he did all of it. You do good work.
Yeah, I
I
just
might
I
have to
did
hit
like
you
the
up. I might have hit you
yeah.
up. You think
Oh
you can
yeah,
do an
definitely.
intro
Of
over
course.
my intro over our
Oh, that
intro
would be
song?
dope. Her
I
intro
mean,
song is
as
dope.
soon as I get
Yes.
the details and the files to the email, then we'll get started. No problem.
Yeah, because I
Uh
love my intro song that my niece
Oh,
created,
it's
our rap
dope.
song.
Yeah.
But I
Mm-hmm.
would like a video to go with it.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe different videos of us on our panels, like laughing or talking or you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I know how to.
Just
Yeah, I know how to do the
different
format.
clips
It's
of
pretty
us,
easy.
but the music playing.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Hey, I do all of that. I done did multiple platforms, so uh, it's pretty much simple at this point. It's just one, two, three. As soon as y'all give me the details, I kind of just put everything together along with the direction. Because hey, sometimes I'll just be like, I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, and then people will be like, well, they'll give me a little itinerary, so we good.
Hold
Yeah,
up. Did
do
Redvine
that.
say, did you say pay you or put it on credit?
Nah, she paid, and the lady Nika definitely paid.
oh,
That's not no.
oh, Redvines.
Well,
Oh,
that's hey, that's the chat. That's the chat. But she did pay respect to Lady Nika, and she did, put a tremendous respect on my
I
name. So
like
yeah, I'm
Lady
I'm
Nika.
in
I
debt.
really do. I
Oh,
don't
I
think she
definitely
sees.
advertise. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
every video that I have ever created since my niece gave us that intro song, I got all her information in every description box. And I always shout her out, like always, and be sharing her YouTube channel. And
Oh
she's a
yeah.
really, really good rap artist. Really good.
You know what I was surprised by? They said the Miss O can rap. I never I never heard it.
How in the world
What?
can she? What is she like Twister? She raps at
Uh-uh.
I'm
100 miles
thinking
an
because
hour.
she has a fast pace of speech. So I kind of
Exactly.
seen that, but I didn't hear it, so
Mm-mm.
I would have to
Oh
hear it.
yeah,
I want
she
to.
definitely would have to rap like Twista. She
Oh,
needs to do some colorism rap
I
songs.
can hear the
you know
'80s. I can
what?
hear the '80s theme. You remember those '80s songs back in the day? Uh,
What you mean
uh,
back in the day? No, I'm just joking.
I'm talking about how when hip hop first came out. Y'all remember how that
Yes,
sounded?
Yeah.
That's
yes.
I could see her doing that. You know what I'm
But
saying? I could see her doing that.
in the 80s, rap
I'm gonna
wasn't
have to
fast like that.
She
listen,
probably got a video. We don't even know about it.
Yeah,
she gonna have to
well,
bust she gonna have to get on the ones and twos, like for real.
with the camera on.
Yes, with
Okay,
the
because,
camera on and her husband in the background walking by.
But
Hey.
oh,
going back to this Heat and Nez, that's why when y'all said something about an intro, I was like, well, how much did she pay? Because like
it's a nice intro. Ness has a very nice, and her outro is nice. She has an intro and an outro.
That's what I want. I want an intro and outro.
Yeah, and
oh
it's
yeah,
very
definitely,
nice.
definitely.
The graphics are nice because it shows her dancing a little. It's real nice. It goes through a lot of different phases, and like her dancing. I think it kind of shows her speaking, like when she's had the camera on. It's really nice,
Oh yeah,
but I don't
definitely.
think it costs thousands.
No, not at all. I think it was the song rather. I think I most likely pay attention to the song. The song was kind of custom, so I think that's what really costs money. Like if we, you know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
it
I
says
see
something
what you're
about Ness or
saying.
something. Yeah, I think that's what costs money because then you got to go in the studio, you got to record it. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
studio time alone costs money. So
I
yeah, I
would
think
have
that's what it is.
Oh no, you know that
if I had
video?
to choose someone to do my intro and outro, I would pick Mahaya
Oh
because I
yeah,
think his
oh
song
yeah,
slaps. Okay.
oh
Well,
yeah.
what's the video she did last night? It said when I tried to look at it, YouTube said this video might be inappropriate to some users. Do you still want to? So somebody flagged that video.
What
Who? What
video?
video?
Yes, the
Who?
one she did
Well, I don't know.
13 hours ago.
Well, people are upset with Ness.
It was 2.5 hours. Well,
And
2.5 hours long. It's called Second Recording Blocked on Site Intel. When I clicked on it, YouTube said um, this video is not appropriate or may not be. I'm like, oh shoot.
her and this heat were flagging people and it was okay.
But
So,
why is somebody so upset with Ness now?
it's that you can't tell people when they get their lick back.
I
Like
think it's
Kimmy
because people
says,
was trying to
I
tell her
could be
already.
mad at you today and come back 10 years later and get you, and you be wondering what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge is
Sometimes
best served cold.
there you
Really.
go. There you go. And when you ride for people, sometimes you're gonna have to just you're gonna break up a couple solid relationships that you have with other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like when two people fight and y'all got the same friends in common, people gonna have to choose sides. And I don't think nobody was ready to choose any sides in this one.
People were still trying to. Let me tell you, Ness has whether you like her or not, she has the it factor. Ness would come and go away, but when she would come, people would go. Ness is funny. She can roast and drag and gag.
Remember when
She
she was
just
Craig
yes, you know what I'm
and she
saying.
got Jay Wilson?
Yes, she's funny. She has an it factor, whether you like her or not. And she gave us just enough, then she'd go away. Then she'd come back out of the blue and she'd give us just enough, then she'd go away. And so when she came back this time, she had been gone a very long time this time. And so everybody was flocking over there. People were hitting her panels, CCs. Everybody was happy and kicking it in her chat. And then she hooked up with this heat. And she started slamming all her old supporters who support her for years, all the content creators that supported her for years. She dogged everybody out on this heat's order. So people, are getting their lick back. She talked about people like a dog. She hurt people. It wasn't just roasting and gagging. She hurt people, I think. And, it is what it is. Hurt
They
people
they
hurt
some good
people.
actors though. They some
You're
real
right.
good. Yeah, they
But
some good actors though.
I
I ain't
think
gonna
they're
say.
mad at each other for real this time. I'm not saying they're not going to get back together, but I think they're really mad at this time. Don't you, Tanya?
Well, I have to be honest and say I really never paid much attention to this heat because I thought she was kind of irritating and I thought she
Yes,
was always putting 20 on 10, especially with her
yes,
status in her
yes,
community and being all rich and, you know.
yes.
And Ness, I didn't always watch her either. So until this shit came out when they started dating, and then it's like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Ness and this heat, like I really thought it was a play. I
I
really thought it
think,
was a fake relationship. That's what I really thought. Then when they met down there, I was like, oh, okay.
they both say they were not in a relationship. It was never a relationship.
Well,
And that,
yeah, it's a lot of things like that. But I think even the hood table, if you right now, if you go meet with one of the popular content creators from your sector, people are gonna have all types of speculation. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the name of the game. Is can we get the people talking? And I think they knew they could get the people talking with that combination. It's kind of like fire and ice. You know what I'm saying? She's like, let's be real. I can even go to the color a little bit. She's really light and this is dark. You know what I'm saying? And we all know about the swirl. So that I think people just are interested in. Well, they was interested in seeing it, but I think they realized even then they had to spice it up or they had to do something big in order, you know what I'm saying? Because okay, y'all met up, that's it, boom, okay, we don't care anymore. Y'all together. But they done sparked up something new with this. So hey, I'm just like I said, I'm here for it. I get it, but I already know it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they in a real relationship.
So
I think
you
they just did it for
really
YouTube.
think even the going down on her and munching on the carpet, you think all that is like for play?
Yeah, because nobody saw it. There's no sex tape.
I don't want to
Okay.
see it. I
You
don't
would have
want
you
to
would
see
have you
it.
would have heard something like
Mm-mm,
somebody.
mm-mm,
I don't think they said it, but
mm-mm,
you would have heard
mm-mm,
something about it. You would have heard like,
mm-mm,
oh, I got a sex tape, and you know what I'm saying?
mm-mm,
Like,
mm-mm,
Like
no.
when they said Pizza was on here sucking her man's peen
mm-mm, mm-mm,
Well, that
and
mm-mm,
was
they
all.
could hear it.
mm-mm,
It's all
mm-mm,
speculation, and the content creator knows that. They know
mm-mm.
that the people are gonna go wild over that. They know that people are gonna speculate and talk about it. So sometimes they play into it, and I think that's
I
what they
want
did. Y'all, they playing into
anyone
all of
to
those.
know when I'm on vacation that I did. I mean, you can speculate, but these people don't have any shame. There's things that come out that are dropped and tea dropped that I would leave YouTube. I would be so ashamed. I would leave YouTube. I couldn't show my face or let you guys even hear my voice again. It would be devastating. And I don't understand the level of narcissism that YouTube, brings out in people or reveals in people. If Ness pretended at least like she was embarrassed at first when this heat told that on Trisha's panel that she ate it. Ugh. But I mean, not lesbians do what they want. I'm just talking about her doing it to this heat, Jesus.
Yeah, it's
But
the shock factor. It's the shock factor.
it's the
Yeah.
disgusting on this heat factor. But
I don't know. He might be right. In the beginning, I thought it was a play, but then, like I said, when they went down there and was kicking it, I just and then the money, like giving her all this money, and I
Y'all
just
didn't see, but y'all didn't see no sex scene. Y'all didn't see at least,
Jesus, thank
Ness and
you,
them
Lord.
cammed up on the
No,
beach. No, no, no.
Corey
But
was like
they did.
Corey.
They didn't leave the room for 3 days.
Corey, don't
Not
crack me
one
up.
time.
wait,
They
how? Wait,
ordered
wait.
food in.
Damn. God
They
damn.
ordered their food in the room. They did their drug of choice in the room. They did not leave the room. And we're not exaggerating. Not one time, in the 3 days, or yeah, 3 days. They didn't
That's
walk the
crazy.
beach. They didn't go to a
That's what I'm
club,
saying though. They didn't.
nothing.
Y'all didn't see no intimate settings with them. Y'all just seen
Well,
what they
I'll tell
wanted
you
y'all to
what
We
we
see.
didn't
did
even see
see.
them kiss or nothing.
What we
Oh
did
wow.
see
So
was
yeah, yeah. I'm
I
I'm
mean, did
sold
you,
on it.
Mario? Did
I'm
you see any
sold.
love and affection or L and affection?
Something. Even after, I know for y'all women, it may seem a little crazy talking about it, but I'm just saying you didn't see
can you
any of
hear
the
me?
slightest. Oh yeah, I can hear
Can,
you.
okay. No, what we did, my phone rang. I apologize sincerely
That's
for
okay.
that. Um, I forgot to put it on airplane mode. Anyway, what we did see, Willie,
Mm.
was when they were all three, her, no, Ness, this heat, and April were kicking it. They had the camera on. Ness would touch this heat, and this heat would shrug away. When she would put her hands on her, she would shrug away. She didn't want Ness to touch her. She felt, you could tell she was uncomfortable with either PDA overall or Ness her. It was Ness herself that she didn't, she just didn't want her to touch her. And that feeds into when this heat said that she felt that Ness was unclean and had an odor, and that's why she didn't touch her, except for when she first walked in the hotel room, she hugged her hello. But she said Ness was unclean and she didn't want to touch her. Plus the things that have come out about Ness's past, she wouldn't want to touch anyone like that. That's what she said.
But
And,
then
and,
when
and
she
so
was
Yeah,
on
that's cap.
her live yesterday, she told Tracy that she never said that and that they were spinning her words or twisting her words.
I don't
I
have
She
to
said
think
she
twist
it's
never
all the
talked
anybody's
about
fun.
word.
her. She said she
I don't
has
have to
no odor at all. That's what this he said.
I don't have to twist anybody's word.
No, not you, but she said
No,
peace
I'm
and
just
all them.
saying,
Yeah.
nobody's lying on her. If she wouldn't come on here drunk, maybe she
Oh
would
yeah, we listening.
remember
Yeah,
what she
yeah.
said.
Oh wow. Hey, what? Who was that came in? Sinzin. What is that? Sinzin to me.
I'm
Sinzin
not.
me.
Sensei,
Sinzin me.
Sensei.
28.
Oh,
Hey,
sends to
what's up?
me.
She
Yeah.
said, "What did I call everybody she? I'm sorry, probably a man." But said, "Lord, what have I walked into?" And Red Vine says, "Facts. Everything is not for YouTube. I think Ness was actually into TH, and TH just want YouTube fame. And you know what?
I
I'm gonna
agree
comment
with
on that
that
because I
statement
think so.
100%.
Remember how she first came on the scene and
Yeah,
acted like she knew the history on everything, but
she
when people was asking
dropped
her
down
questions,
on Pizarro's panel out of nowhere, like
out of
the
nowhere,
predator.
and said
And
she'd been around forever.
yeah, I've been around for 3 years. I just stayed in the clouds, and she came down jumping on D Spot
And
out
then
of the blue.
like a lot of shit that had happened in the past. Hmm.
All she does is, I think she sits in the, she's a lurker. She's a major lurker, and she takes notes.
Yeah, I'll
She
be
has,
honest. When I first came across
mm,
uh Pizarro channel, I thought she was LGBTQ. I'll be honest. Like she just gave
who?
off that what's her name? Pizza, Miss Intel.
Oh,
Pizza, Miss
really?
Intel. And a lot of
Oh,
people
okay.
still believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she gave off that energy not because of how
Who?
she acted, but just because of the overall aura. Like you kind of felt that energy, like don't drop down. You know what I'm saying? This is women's only, things like that. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
you
So
could,
yeah.
straight men can drop down in the chat. They just can't hit the panel.
I'm talking about when I
But
first started when I first started watching. I get that part too. That's why I said that's all a part of her. The theme of the
But I
channel. You know
still
what I'm
could have
saying?
sworn that in the very beginning, anybody could hit the panel. Now I could be wrong, but I could have sworn that's how it was in the beginning.
Nah,
But
from my
no,
understanding, it's
people,
always been like that. Like
no,
wow,
people.
I didn't know
Remember,
that.
Langston agreed with you that in the
Yeah,
beginning,
Langston did agree
when
with me
she
because I
first
could have
started her
sworn.
channel, anyone could hit her panel, even straight men.
And now, see, Willie, she has had 3 channels. So have you been there for all of them? Because she didn't have
no,
channels in the past.
I've only known her channel. I seen her do like the outer space conspiracy lives, and then I seen
Yeah.
her like do her regular lives. But when
Yeah,
I'm
see,
talking about her
this is her
regular
third
lives,
channel. This is her third channel. So to some people, it might.
yeah, I know somebody struck her
Remember,
out. I know somebody
but
struck
yeah,
her
she
page
had
out before.
yeah, she had a lot of channels, and people would flag her and
Oh, if
strike her.
she,
And
I
I think
hate
that
that she
Group
got
10
rid of.
or maybe
Uh,
somebody else probably did that to her channel, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's
it was a big force coming in, and they saw that she was a threat, and they did what they did. I don't know
what
who did it,
force?
but yeah. You
What
said what?
force? I said, what force came in?
Just
Do
like
you
the
Well,
same
think?
people who got DKL demonetized, like firing her Group 10.
See, I think
I'm
that
not
it
gonna.
could be.
Okay,
I think it
yeah,
could
you
be
did. I'm sorry.
either Fight and her Group 10 going after Pizarro because I mean Pizarro brags that she's taken five people and she rubbed in V Lenore. She rubbed it in. So Fi is mad at her, can't stand her. So it might be Group
Yep.
10 or it's the Mo 3 sector. It's one of the two. Because
You think the Mo 3 sector,
they
like
threatened
Lisa's a threat to the Mo 3?
no, she's not a
No, not
threat
at
to
all.
them. I think that they are jealous.
Uh huh.
Um, it's full of young girls, young
Yeah.
women. I'm sorry, not girls. It's full of young women, and the mature. You know what I'm saying? And no shade, but I was the same way when I was 20 something. You're not that. You're not mature, fully. You've not grown into your maturity of a woman of a particular age. And I think that there was jealousy. Something went on and plus Pizarro was going over there, so she might have been messy, but they threatened to dox her and strike her channel and stuff. And instead of Pizarro fighting back, getting on there roasting and dragging, she had him on her panel and then she modded them up, a lot
Hmm.
of them up. And so then miraculously, out of the blue, not immediately, 300 subscribers, some moderator went in an old video and blocked out 300 of her subscribers. Now, when it was, you see, do you understand what I'm saying? These are your enemies that have threatened to dox you, threatened to
Hmm.
take your channel, and instead of you fighting back, you mod them up and think that everything's gonna be okay. You didn't hold their feet to the fire or anything. So
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. However, I think with the Mo 3 sector, it was a little different. I don't think they were anything with any of the women. I don't think any of that happened. They were more inspired by her because
what?
before she
I
hear
watched
me
it
out, hear me
happen.
out, hear me out. Now I'm just this is coming from me. They were inspired by her because I was sitting in a lot of the lives where they would watch her channel and they would say, "We need to do things like that. We need to have our channels like that." Because it
Right.
was
Really? See, I don't
listen,
watch the Mo
hear
3
me
And
sector
and
out.
that
and
much, but
and
that's
with 20
interesting.
something year old girls, that could easily turn into jealousy.
Well, you got to understand something too. A lot of those women are not 20-year-olds. A lot of these women
I mean,
that
okay,
are
early 30s. There's a couple
okay,
of
I'll
them
give you
might be in
that,
their
right? I'll
40s.
give you that. But here's what I wanted to break to you. That's why I said there's a
Hmm.
lot of misconception, right? Because they, from what I was seeing, they were looking at the channels like, wow, like we gotta do our thing, we gotta make a good impression. They were referring to people as queens,
Hmm.
higher ups, things like that,
Hmm.
right? So it was an
Willie,
infatuation,
I
but
think it's a female thing that you're not getting. But that's just me.
well,
Go ahead.
no. And I appreciate that note, but at the same time, it wasn't it didn't it, trust me, it's not no female energy or nothing like that. If anything, they wanted to see how they can be a part of. They're more so
Hmm.
networkers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
And
they
that's
want to
why
make
a
a
lot of them
bag.
Do y'all?
gravitate to her channel.
I don't agree with that at all. Because how do you negate? How do you just not even if Alexa goes off one more time, how do you not even put into the equation them threatening to dox her, them threatening to take her channel? You're just not even going to acknowledge that part of it. And
Because
that they were jumping
okay,
on her
sorry.
channel, cussing her out, and she would just sit there, not really say too much, and they would get on there and clown her because she lets anybody on her panel, all that. And then instead of going back and forth with them or being leery, she modded them up. They can say
Well,
what they want to say. They were saying something, but doing something. I watch action instead of lip service a lot of times.
okay.
But you could be absolutely right. That's just my opinion,
No,
love.
but here's the
That's
thing.
all.
I'm the type of person, I live for both point of views. Like I don't think anything is right or wrong. I
Hmm.
just wanted to give you guys a clear understanding of how they were looking at it because before they came over there, it was mostly male dominated sector. See what I'm saying? Like now when they come to and they see like a bunch of like, oh shit, there's a lot of women over here, what I'm saying, there's more opportunities. That's what they were looking at it for. But I think what happened was with every sector there are a group of people that have been disowned by that sector, and when they see that sector try to go and grow and diversify themselves, they will try anything to stop that. So while you thinking it's the people that's coming over, no, it's the people behind the scenes that you don't see that don't drop down. Like it's deeper than that. Like people, like I know from the StreamYard, somebody can mess up your audio without even being in your stream. If they don't
Yeah,
like the
I think
person that's
also
speaking, they can distort your audio from the chat.
I think also a lot of those people, like even way back to the guy they call Dusty, um,
Yes.
official 2.0, even when he came and a lot of people started coming on Bree, I thought a lot of them was clout chasing on Bree and
Yes.
Pizza's channel. And hey, Sassy Boo, yes, that's
Yes.
Torio. You can hit the link if you want to,
Hi,
Sassy.
Sassy. Hey, Sassy Boo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the female perspective when you're looking at it. And because male and females think differently,
They
they
do.
have different, but that's what I saw. That's what a few other people that I've spoken to in the chats or they've held a
Okay.
live and I've written that in the chat, but that doesn't mean anything either. But I really do feel that, yeah, they admired that, they like that, but also they have to also know and recognize as long as they've been trying, you either have to be an old subby that creates a channel or have been here. They don't really allow new content creators in the beef sector. It's almost like the
We
gate is
didn't used
closed
to until they opened the floodgates to the other
to the
sectors.
subbies,
Well, I know.
and you can jump
Well, it's
on a
not so.
panel. You
Right. I
can.
and I get that, but I don't think that for one moment anybody in the beef sector was fooled by anything. Everybody has their guards up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that for the most part they
I
were
don't think
allowed to do
Pizarro
that.
did. I don't think Pizarro did.
No, no, no. But I think she did because as a content creator, you
Mm-mm.
have to understand when you're given free content. When you're
Mm-mm.
given free content, it comes naturally, and you're either gonna allow your channel to stay stagnant and stay within the same confines of what
I
you're used
agree with
to,
that. I
or you
agree with
can
that. But
right,
then
or
there's
you
a.
can grow to a new demographic.
I
Okay.
I agree with what you said wholeheartedly, but I don't think she wanted the growth. She wanted the different arguments and content, but in the same vein, she didn't protect her channel, and she's still not protecting her channel, and that's why they're systematically dismantling it.
That's interesting. I mean, I would have to. I'm a look. Hey, I don't see that, but I would look. If anything, when she lost that channel, I think it made her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more sharp on her toes. And like I said, when as a content creator, when you're given free content, sometimes you got to roll with the blows.
See, you've
You
been
know what
here
I'm saying?
2 years, but before all up until COVID-ish, when everybody start coming over, all the subbies start coming over to the B sector from
Like the merger.
That's
different.
kind of
I
when
don't
it
call
happened
it the
too around
merger
COVID. Yep.
because the beef sectors, the majority of them don't give content on other sectors. So I don't call it a merger. I just say that people
Okay.
visit one another. But
Oh, that's
mm,
interesting though. I'll pay attention now. I didn't see that before, but I mean, I'll pay attention to it. But from my understanding of things like that, I think content creators know what they're doing. You have to understand that as a subscriber. Like you
you
take
give.
your emotions take your emotions or thoughts out of it for a second and just realize that there's money being exchanged. So
Peter's
And I
not
think that
like other
go ahead.
content creators, though.
Okay.
The other ones are, I mean, they all have their own personalities. Don't get me twisted, but Pizza really, really, really likes the numbers.
And that's what I was about to say.
Um,
Some content creators know what they're doing, but some don't care. They do
right,
whatever it takes just to get money.
and
And
that's
and
yeah,
that could be what agreeing with
yeah,
Willie on that level as far as they know what they're doing.
yeah,
Like
and
some content
chasing,
creators
yeah,
don't allow a whole bunch of stuff that goes on their panels because
exactly,
they're like, I ain't doing all that. I ain't enough money for
Right,
all that.
right. There you
And
go.
some
There you
people they
go.
allow the most fuck shit. They even allow people to pay them to drop people off the panel. I mean,
exactly.
they'll do whatever for money.
Exactly. And
And
It's a
those
lot.
Pizarro
are
prides
crab legs,
herself
you know.
on her numbers and her cash app. And there's nothing wrong with that. Get your money and get your numbers.
Get
But
your lobster tails and
that's
your
what's
crab
in
legs.
right. Those are the two things that are important to her
Yep, her
as far
crab
as her
legs.
channel
Yep,
goes.
yep,
Is her cash apps and her numbers.
and no
If
crab
she Yeah. If she
legs.
wasn't getting the numbers and not getting the cash apps, I don't think Pizza would probably go live that often. She would probably hang out at Nika's and Breeze and D spots, and really not even go live that much.
Oh, but remember when Fi was the only one who's get them numbers.
Nimbus.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Fi was the only one thought she could get like the large chats back in the day. And then
Mm-hmm.
remember when
Mm-hmm.
everybody started getting them?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
Yes.
it
thought
was
that
But
it,
was
it
see,
got
and
to a
that's
thousand and then somebody got like 2K in the chat and I think it
that's
went
yes.
up.
Tracy
Somebody ended up
Cakes.
getting like that was
Tracy
Tracy, I
Cakes.
think. That was when
Yes.
she got out of jail, right?
Yes.
Yeah, when she
I
got out of
forgot,
jail.
but the static the number the price of the brick went up. Yeah, after that it
But
just
can
went
I
up.
just be
Oh,
honest?
that's funny. The price of the brick went up.
Yeah.
With the quote unquote, what you call merger, are people, and I'm not throwing shade, but like you that have only been here 2 years and you don't know the history. So
Hmm.
you don't know, how pizza was when she first started her first channel. She wasn't
Right,
like
right.
this for a long time. But, and you just don't know what went on before to bring us to this place where we are now, and like
Yeah,
the
Bree, her
hood
channel was
table
all
can give
Pettyville at
insight.
first. It was all
Hmm.
Pettyville at first, and then eventually it just grew past to be
Yeah.
something.
Well, and because Brianna went to Bigo, and Pizarro
Yep.
started a channel, and so Pettyville didn't have anywhere to go, majorly. And Pizarro was a fixture on Brianna's panel. Then they start calling each other besties on Brianna's panel. So when Brianna moved to Bigo and wasn't coming live anymore, Pettyville went over to Pizarro when she started her channel.
Yeah, because Bree had to do so many hours over there with what's that guy the one
Oh, I
with the
forget
prison
his name.
again,
What's his name? Shorty? No, not
the one with the
Shorty.
purple and green hair.
Yeah, I can't. Shorty. No,
What
I
is
can't
his
remember his
name?
name.
Shaky.
Shaky, MC
Yeah, when
Shaky.
Shaky went
Yeah,
to prison again,
yeah.
I'm like, dang, he went to prison all them
Damn,
years
people
and he
going to
came
prison?
back. Yeah,
Oh,
Shaky was in prison
yes.
for years for money,
Yeah, what
money
is fraud
laundering
or
or
tax
bad checks or
evasion?
something. And then he
Something.
went
Damn.
back to prison again. And so the people under him on Bigo, I guess he didn't close it out or something before he went to prison. So the
Yeah.
people couldn't move or make money or do anything like that.
And so
So
Brianna came back.
but when you on Bigo, you have to do like so many hours to get money on there, like 4 hours. No, it was like two. Was it 2 or 3 hours a day or something like that?
It
But
might
yeah,
have been
she was over
more. I'm
there a
not sure.
lot, and she wasn't really on her YouTube a lot. So that was around the time when Pizza's chat started. Her shit was
Right.
popping too.
Right. And so people couldn't see Brianna is Brianna. They gravitated towards Pizarro because Pizarro was up on Brianna's chat every day and they were calling each other bestie. So it was the obvious progression. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like she got it from the mud, but because Brianna, I think, really got hers from the mud.
Nah. I mean, you know the people who get it from the mud, and you know the people who Like, and that's no shade either, because
It's
people,
no
I
shade.
really do think there are people jealous of what they got going on, that group of
Who?
people, because it's like, it's like me. If I have somebody who really, if I had a large platform and I have somebody I'm really close to, I'm gonna be like trying my hardest to get my people to subscribe to them, to support them, woo woo woo. Um, they support each other like that.
They
And they
do.
always on each other panels, and they run back to back shows. Okay, y'all, remember
Right.
back in the day? Okay, y'all, we going to pieces. Okay, y'all, we going to pieces. Okay, y'all,
Who's
we going
going
here.
live
We
next?
going here.
Yeah.
We going here.
Yeah.
Who's going live next? Who's going live? I mean, that's what they do. And I
Yeah.
do think that, I mean, I know people gonna say that ain't true, ain't nobody jealous, but people continually talk about it for a reason. Like y'all all got y'all numbers because of the shit that y'all do. But anybody could do that. Remember when old girl Shelly, who ain't been here in a month of Sundays, remember Shelly did that when she started her group?
Yes.
Remember? She started her
Yes.
Oh,
group.
I don't know. I'm just
I
listening.
was even in the group. I
It's
was in the
okay,
group for a
Willie.
stint. I was in the group for a stint, and you have to
Were
do a,
you?
yeah, and you have to
Oh,
do
with Shelly's group? With Shelly's
yeah,
group?
yeah.
Okay.
I was in the group for a stint, and like on
Okay.
Sundays we would run them back to back to back. We would start at like a certain time, and basically our supporters would run to the other channel. Then the next person go live, we run to their channel. Then the next person go live. Like it was like a
Was
Sunday
that the green
marathon,
sector?
and
Was
it
that the
was
green
a green
sector?
sector, and that was once
Yes.
a month. That was like
Yes.
once a month when we did that.
Yes.
But then I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I know why some people left, but as I told Shelly, you ain't never got to worry about me because we used to all be in chats and group emails and all that kind of stuff, conversating, and certain things were said. And I'm not the kind of person to air shit out like that. That'll never be me. Now, if you come for my head or something like that, I can't say I can keep my mouth closed, but she has no reason to because we never even had a beef or nothing. So that's why
Right.
I know some people have spoken about that group. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not
Yes,
that
they
kind of
have.
person. You could never get me to feel like, well, what y'all talk about? Who y'all talk about? You'll never hear me say that because I'm just not that person.
Well, Shelly's controversial, and everybody thought that she was starting that too with alternative motives. So
And it
yeah, I don't
wasn't.
think
I
it
can
got in.
honestly
I don't
say
think it
that.
got as much traction as it should have
I
because you
can
guys were
honestly
doing
say
good things.
from my point of view, I can honestly say I never saw any bad type like it was some conspiracy thing that she
I
was
don't
really trying
think
to
it.
do or alternative
Yeah,
motive.
I
She
don't
just
think
wanted
it was
women to
anything.
support women. It was
Yeah,
about just women supporting women channels and women content creators, and that's what it was. And
and
else
you
helping
guys
each
did a
other,
lot of. You
yeah,
guys did a lot of giving back to the community too. I
right,
don't. Yeah, it was not. I thought it was
right.
a nice group. Yeah.
But my thing was, I told her, I said, I can't keep up. I mean, I got so much going on. I had two jobs. I got my cake business. I got all kind of shit going on. I just moved in my house. I was in the purchasing
Yeah.
process. I had too much shit going on. And I told her, I said, this ain't the time for me. It's just,
Yeah.
good luck to you. I continue to support all the ladies, in the group that started with me. I don't know where Shelly is. I don't know why she really left YouTube, but I do know
She's
she's on
in
TikTok.
Jamaica, girl.
I
Her
don't know. I be
husband's
following her.
Jamaican.
We follow each other on TikTok, so I'll be watching her videos and keeping up with her on TikTok. But I don't know. You know, people just gotta do what's best for them. Bottom line. And I don't know. But anywho, anything else y'all want to hit on that we missed? I'm looking forward to seeing. I don't know
I
if Sassy's still in here, but Sassy, did you secure the interview, girl? Did her people call your people?
her
Because this
PR
you
team.
have to think about it and discuss coming on your show with her PR team, who some people were saying Kimmy and her mods, but you didn't hear
I
that.
think that's who her PR team is, Kimmy and the
It's a
mods.
little wild, but salute to y'all, ladies. I'm gonna drop on down.
Willie, I
Appreciate y'all
wanted
for
to
letting
hear
me
Really
up.
your
embracing
summary.
your presence with our on our platform. You
Oh,
always here.
I wanted
yeah,
to
I
hear a
appreciate that whole
summary.
table. Summary about what? What you
Like what you think might do you think Ness and this heat are gonna get back
Yeah,
together?
you think they gonna make up?
No, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna have to outdo each other. So Ness is gonna have to find a new person. He's just gonna have to find somebody else to make Ness look, like she's not doing so well, and the saga continues.
Interesting.
It's up to, like I said, it's up to whoever's going to admit it first. Like it's kind of like, you're in a regular relationship. Like, oh, you say sorry first. No, you say sorry first. That's what they're playing on everybody's intelligence on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to
Mm,
say sorry? And then, like I said, they're going to have to outdo each other. The competition. Oh, look who I got. Look who I got.
interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's gonna happen. But salute.
That's
I
good.
appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna
Salute.
get on down.
Salute, Willie. It's nice
All
meeting
All
right.
you.
right,
Very nice
salute,
meeting
Nice
you.
meeting you too.
homeboy.
All right.
All right, take care.
Well,
Okay,
thank
now,
you.
girl,
Oh,
hold up.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
read the comments. Then we gonna wrap it up. Um, okay, Redvine said that paying people to drop came from the manosphere. They've been doing it for years.
Oh, that's
And
where that came from.
I never even
Okay.
heard about it till it
I
happened over
didn't
here.
either.
But then Red Vine said, just like when Five was coming on camera in her bra, she got that from Pi Diva before she got a storyline in the B sector.
That's true, Red Vines.
But
That
Five
is
has been
true.
having storylines for years before Clyde came over here. But I see what you're saying. Um, what's the next comment? Bree lied about still being in contact with VS. She had all VS people there until it came out on Miss Olivia that she was lying. You know what? But did Bree really lie?
I don't.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
Bree
know.
really lied.
No.
I think she was just
Well,
being.
she intimated. She put little crumbs out there and let us draw our conclusions.
That's exactly what she did because she would say things like, "I'm not gonna say if I talk to her. I'm not gonna say if she talks to me. I'm not gonna say if she." That's what she was doing, stuff like that.
Yeah,
But did she lie? I don't think I would call it a
I agree
lie.
with you, the
But
hood
I
table.
can
I
say
agree.
that she probably did know that people believed she really was in contact with her,
I
even
agree
though
with
they fell
that.
out. Even though they fell out and
Yeah,
she was kicked off the Mess Express and kicked out of TSCC several
yeah,
times. And, she
yeah,
did allude to it in a way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But,
She didn't mind knowing that we thought she
right.
was.
And I think that's all part of a storyline. That's all part of a play. These
Sure.
people know how to do this. And like Willie said earlier, people, these content creators, a lot of them know exactly what they're doing, especially to
He
get
was,
large chats and large numbers and
yeah,
cash apps. They know
yeah,
what they're doing.
yeah.
And Bree and I mean Bree and Pizza. I mean Pizza, I wouldn't say she was really a big VS fan or nothing like that. But put it this way, a lot of people learn from her whether they want to admit it or not.
I
A
agree.
lot of people took cliff notes from VS
And
whether they
and
want to admit it or not.
and even if she wasn't, because I think that Via said even as paid the lady, she didn't let her in her chats or whatever. But
Yep.
you know, she start what's her name? Pizza started out with Sean. Then she went to Tracy, even though she likes
Yep.
to say she
And her and
didn't.
Tracy was
She was
cool
up
as
under
heck.
Tracy for a long time.
Yes. And
And
Tracy
because
loved her some pizza.
she sure did, because we'd be in the chat going, drop her, she's using you. And she loved her
Yep.
some
Yep.
Pizarro. And then Pizarro went from Tracy's to Brianna.
Uh-huh.
So, but they all still do use VS's blueprint. I agree with you.
Yep. A lot of people do, especially Five.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
For her not to be able to stand VS, she started acting just horrible.
Couldn't
After
wait for
I
VS
mean,
to
it was
go.
like they couldn't. Yeah, it was like people couldn't wait to get VS out of here. They couldn't, and that's how
Mm.
some people feel about Pizarro. I don't feel that way. Like I said, I
I
don't
don't
care
feel
who
that
she
way.
is. I don't care if she got 10 kids, no kids. Did you see the
Mm-mm.
house they put on the community wall? Something sweet.
Ooh, that house is
Something Sweet put this
bad.
house on
Oh my
this
god.
little old house.
Oh my god.
This little old
Oh
house.
my god. It's got bars everywhere. All I can think of is if there's a
Yeah.
fire and they get just a
But look at the house
little
next door. The next door house
uh,
got bar. You know them shits is in the
uh,
hood. Now, and that's no shit. I swear to God, pizza, regardless where you stay or anybody else. My son talked to me the other day and he said, Mom, why your mortgage so high and we still live in the hood? I was like, nigga, we in the better part of the hood. That's why.
right.
Like, I've been living in the hood all my fucking life, from the project to Section 8, apartments, duplexes, homes. I still live in the hood. I just a little nicer. And when I say a little nicer, it's nicer, but it's still the
You
hood.
have a
Don't be
nice house.
surprised if you
Quit
hear
it.
some gunshots. I mean, I got a nice house in the hood. My house was totally
Yeah,
remodeled
but
at
when you
first.
show pictures of your outside, I don't know if you do it on purpose, but you can see the houses across the street and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
catty
We
corner.
But
Yeah,
trust me, it's still
yeah.
trust me. It's
It's okay,
trust
but you
me.
living nice.
It's
You
still the
living very
hood.
nice.
Like these niggas over here, we just almost had a fight across the street like a week ago. The neighbors like banging. Like this is still the hood. But
It's
like I
okay.
said, it's no shade at all. If she does live in that house or if she does live in the hood,
And
you
the
know.
young lady that they showed in the picture, you know how it was three pictures? It was the house, then it was the girl in the mirror.
Oh
She's
yeah.
cute. She's very
Yeah,
cute.
well, they say that Pisa is basically taking the story of her twin, Kivia, and claiming Kivia's kid. Hold on, let me read the comment. Let me, because I've been meaning to. I got to read this comment. Okay, so Some Sweet posted this house and said this is Keisha S. Graham's house, which she claimed is Pisa. And underneath the comments, girl, child, underneath the
I
comments,
didn't
it's
read
like
comments.
23.
I didn't read
Yeah,
the
they put
comments.
her birthday is February 93, age
What?
30.
Oh
Yep, they
yeah,
put
I
her
saw
age is
that.
30, which sounds
Yeah,
about right. That she might be 30.
yeah,
But
yeah.
somebody said on here, they said Pisa uh is Keisha. She's been claiming her twin Kivia's identity. They said the twin Kivia has her shit together. To be honest, she's very hardworking and takes great care of her two kids. Unlike Pisa, crab leg, begging ass, and online 10 hours while sitting in her car and never inside that little bitty house she lives in. Girl, they was tearing her up.
Ooh, red vine, my
They said
childhood
they
home
bet
and
that Pisa ain't
garden.
married and that
Yeah,
she ain't got no kids because she on YouTube all day. And
yeah, maybe I did
they
read
said,
some of the comments or
she said
something,
that
but
must be her driveway where she stay parked at night every night yelling and begging.
because I often wondered if she
Oh,
lived in an
child.
apartment, how the neighbors wouldn't complain late at night about
She do
all,
be screaming.
her when she yells and she's upset.
Oh, she
But
be screaming. I'll be like, oh
yeah,
my God, she
because
gotta live in a house because ain't no way. That's like, remember when Fi said her neighbors could hear her when she be going off on her,
yes,
but those joints are so small and close together. I'm not
yeah,
surprised that her neighbors
yes,
can hear her. But
yeah.
I thought about that, when I be
Well,
thinking about Pizza screaming.
but how do you have that many bars? Look, Red Vine says she used to have bars too on her childhood home.
Girl, I'm telling you, that's the hood.
But
Like, have you
she
ever lived in
put
the
on
hood? Have you ever
every
been in the
window.
hood?
What do you do when a fire breaks out and there's smoke and you can't find the
They're
key? You
not
can't
locked.
bust
I
the
mean,
window.
they have a thing to unlock them on the inside.
I mean, but don't you need a key to unlock?
No, you don't need a key on the inside. It's like a thing you just turn it to open the bar.
Oh,
Because I mean, if
okay.
you couldn't get out the window, that'll be against fire codes and stuff. If you can't get out the window,
So
but
it's
no,
like
it's
Red
just where
Vine
people
said,
outside can't get in.
you just have to step on something like Red Vine. Okay, because
Yeah, it's something that lets you open it from the inside.
well, long as they're safe, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be
you
safe.
cool. If the motherfucker burned down, you can get out. You can get out. Shit,
So
yeah.
is that something you rent or own? Is that can you rent a house like that, or do you
I
think
mean, you
they?
can if
Co-
somebody buy it and then they turn around and rent it out. I mean, I
Wow.
don't know. Most,
Okay.
when I grew up in the hood, most of the people that I knew owned their
Right.
houses, like the older ones, and
Yeah,
some
the
of them
older
did have those
people.
things on their
Yeah.
windows. But then, like, the hood didn't used to be hoodish. Everybody's
I
hood
understand.
used to
I
be
understand.
nice and nice
Right.
lawns and older neighbors
Right.
with their kids. And then
Right.
that's when trouble comes through. Like when it comes to Omaha, our hoods didn't used to be really hoodish until like
Right.
the late '80s when the gangs
Crack.
got real big and the crack got real
Right.
big. And they started coming
Yeah.
from the East Coast and the West Coast, and
Yep.
Omaha is right in the middle of the map. So a lot of
Yep.
shit went down here. I mean, we used to be the telemarketing capital of the world. I mean, we got UP here. I mean, it's money here. Okay, it's money
Yeah.
here to be
I
made,
get.
and people
Right.
knew that shit. That it was money here in the Midwest to be had. I mean,
Right.
the era, boy, I'm telling you. When I say Chi-Town used to have some really, really bad crime back in the day. Our town is much smaller than Chi-Town, but our ratio for murders and shit like that was the same ratio as there back in the day.
Mm,
That's
mm,
how bad it
mm.
was here. We was all over the
Yeah.
map, world news, and everything. That people would come here and do interviews. Like it was so bad
Wow.
in Omaha back in the day.
Wow.
So and it's much better now. It's
I
much better now.
I
But
wonder if you got is that where you got your appetite and into getting into investigative reporting was because you
I
grew
always
up
been a
seeing
nosy
all
hoe.
that.
I always been a nosy hoe.
You know
I'm
what? Leave me
always the
alone.
one who,
Leave me alone.
when I'm telling you, when shit be
Okay.
happening, and like my sons be sometimes they'll call me, Mom, man, I saw this happen and this. Why you didn't record it? Why you didn't record it? Like, I'm telling you, like people here, a lot of people know me and know me for my works, whether you think they're good or bad.
I
I
believe
be
it.
having people call me. I got one auntie, she would call me at 2, 3 in the morning. Niece, I just saw on the news something's going down. You might
Oh,
want to get
that's
over there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
but
You
that's
might
cute.
want to
They
get over
want you
there.
to be
I
successful.
didn't have people call me at one, like. Remember when we talked about the lady who hung herself? And
Yeah.
the house I lived from was really in the hood. The house I
Yeah.
just moved from was really in the hood,
Hmm.
and it was one of the hoods here in our city.
Hmm.
But I'm a hood chick, so living in the hood don't bother me. It really don't. Matter of fact, people always ask me, why you buy a house in the hood? Why don't you just move here, move there? Because I like being in the hood. That's just me. Outside of here, I'm really ghetto. So y'all might think I come on here and I might act, a certain type of way sometime, but it's kind of like work. When I leave
Don't
work,
you think black people,
I'm just
ba- you know,
I'm not ratchet, but I am a tad bit ghetto and hood.
I think we black people
So
have code, know when
yeah,
the
I
smart.
can switch. I know how to
Yeah,
switch.
I'm
And
switching
that's why
off.
I say I don't get
Yeah,
on here and do all that rah 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 shit on here because I, I did
she
enough in
does
my
it
real life.
in real
I did enough.
life.
I act ignorant enough in my real life, and I'm just not bringing that to this platform, a public platform. You know what I mean? Public is all about the public. I do my ratchetness and my hood shit
I
outside.
think you're sweet in real
But
life
I
too.
am, and that's the thing. I really am. A
Yeah.
lot of people love me. I am, but they know you shit. Some go down, call Tanya. But anyway, when that lady hung herself and her dog, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and one of my homeboys, who is a advocate in our city, hit me up. Hood table, you might want to come through. It's right behind your house, literally. And my son
Mm,
was parked
mm, mm.
behind me that night, so I stole his keys, jumped in his car, and ran around the corner to do our show. You know what I'm saying? So people call me all the time, and I've always been like nosy and
I know they call you all the time because
curious and
sometimes you come up with stories like I was just shocked. I was like, how in the world, out of all those thousands of people, Fi got interviewed and you in all the way in Chicago and you found out about it and did a video. And you were like, well, somebody saw it and hit me up.
yeah, somebody saw it and hit me up. Mhm.
I still don't know how Phi beat all those
That's just
thousands of
like,
people
listen,
to get interviewed.
remember the lady. Okay, y'all gonna remember this. Remember the lady who it was a lady and like her kids and her nephews and nieces. Remember they were pulled over by a cop because the cop thought they stole a car. It was in Minneapolis or Minnesota, somewhere like that. I interviewed that lady, the mother, like two
Oh, I
years
remember you
Remember
at that
that? They had the
interview.
kids
Yes.
on the ground with their hands like down to like 4 or 5 years old with their
Yeah.
hands over their head and behind their back.
Yeah.
Somebody hit me up here in our city, say hood table. I need you to contact this lady and do an interview. I'm like, I heard about the story. It's all over social media. You know that lady? So
Whatever
people be bringing
happened?
me shit a lot of times. Like so many people bring me stories, and I never like put their names out there. But a lot of people hit me up and be like, "You need to call this person. You need to call that person. You need." So that's why
But
I've
you
done
know
so
what?
many interviews.
Sometimes it's frustrating. Like, and I remember that TV show where it was about the missing people, and they'd give you the whole story about how they ended up missing, and they'd interview family members, and it would end with the person still missing. Well, sometimes as the audience, we'd like to hear an update. Since you guys did the story,
Hmm.
sometimes maybe for 5 minutes, if there's an update to give, we'd like to know maybe what ended up happening. Does that make sense? Do you ever do that?
Yeah, if I hear about updates, a lot of times I don't hear about them, but
Got you.
I
Hmm.
do.
Unsolved mysteries. That's what it was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. And oh, Redvine
Okay.
said she meant Fight Diva for storyline, but
She
she
what
also said,
did
remember
what?
that fight with her and SK about VS? She demanded he stop saying VS name. Uh huh. You know what,
Yeah.
Red Vines? Didn't you say something earlier on in the chat about SK never showed himself? Remember when SK was supposed to show himself once he reached his 1,000?
I
Do you remember
remember
that?
that.
And he never did. And I knew he wasn't gonna do it. I knew he wasn't gonna do it.
Well, he got doxxed and lied, and finally he admitted that was him
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with them bell bottom knees. Go ahead.
Girl, child. But she said her childhood. Oh yeah, we read that one. And she said, "Oh my God, Sanaa O'Connor died." What?
Oh no!
What?
What? Oh, she was only
Today?
56?
Oh my God, did they say what
Oh my
happened?
God.
Oh
Oh,
wow. Well, rest in peace. My condolences.
yeah.
Oh my, that's nothing compares to you.
She did
That
a
used to
good
be my
job on that
oh
Prince
boy,
song.
back in the day. That used to be my song.
She
Nothing
tore that Prince song
compares
up. She
to
really
you.
did.
Yes, that used to be my
Hmm.
jam.
It's too bad.
But yeah, y'all know one of my interviews is almost headed to 600,000 views.
Which one?
Girl, the one I did at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, the Walmart. It was two people
Wow.
fighting, and a lady threw a skillet at the back of some dude's head, and he was handicapped, and her husband was
I
handicapped.
remember that
And
video.
girl, that shit
That
is trending. It's almost at 600,000
I
views.
can't because I was watching one of your videos and you said it was one of the Carly videos. I think you said it was like 10,000 at
Carly.
10,000.
Oh yeah, and that's on my Tanya's PrimeTime TV.
Okay, so it's not anyone that I was on.
No,
No.
hold on. Let me
Okay,
check.
good.
No,
Because
no,
I don't
no.
want
This
that many
one.
people hearing my
Hold on. I'm
voice.
over there right now. Matter of fact,
No.
this one. Nope. This was an upload. I didn't do this one live.
Okay,
That was.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
that's the one I did on
Ooh,
her
that
being
was
fired from
good.
her job and her mother saying we will not be bullied. See, I got more than one YouTube channel, so some of my videos I
Yeah.
upload to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And while I got 11 or 1,200 views on the hood table over there on Tanya
Mm-hmm.
Prime Time TV, is at 10,658 right now.
I'm not. I think that's
So
wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get a whole bunch of views on a video over here and hardly none on that one. And then sometimes
Hmm.
it's vice versa, but it all goes in the same pot.
I
It
am.
all goes.
I'm so happy for you.
It's just that
Six
on
hundred
Prime Time
thousand.
over there,
Wow.
I don't upload the most like ratchet stuff. You know what I mean?
See, and they be bragging over 1K in the B sector,
I got
and
all
you
kind of girl.
over here laying in the cut, killing the game. You see what
But
I'm
you should
saying?
see a lot of people don't know because a lot of people like Sean Bradley be like, I'm YouTube's best kept secret. I ain't saying I'm YouTube's best kept secret, but a lot of people don't watch me like that, and other people outside the sector do. Like on the hood table, my highest views is 536,000. Then I got 22K, 19K, 18K, 17K, 14K, and all the way on down. And
That's a lot.
that's just on the ones that are not live. On my live shows, my highest one is for the lives 132,000 is my highest one on the live shows on the hood table. Then it goes down to 19,000, 11,000, 10,000, 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, and that's even over on Tanya's PrimeTime TV, which a lot of people don't follow me over there, but that was my baby. That was my very first channel that I ever did, and even over there, I have for my uploads the highest views on Tanya's PrimeTime, 10,000, 10,000, and then it goes down from there. And as far as the lives is 10,000, 9.5, then it goes down to 4, then it goes down. So I have
Well,
a lot of views on both of my channels.
uh, tell Sislo she needs to come back, her and Bro, because that's the trio, and you were getting great numbers. I'm filling in for Sislo, and she needs to come back.
I don't know what's up with Sis Low, and I appreciate
Tell
you. I
her
love your commentary, your way of thinking. I mean,
what
I done said it
scared.
before. I think you would do great if you had your
I
phone. I know some people was like,
you know
I'm
I
not
adore
gonna do it.
you. You know I adore you, but I'm better in the chat. And I
Yeah,
know this. I know my limitations. So tell Sislo
girl.
she need to
I used
come
to
on
think that
back
too
so I
till I
could go.
got out there, but
So
I understand. It is hard being out over in this sector, even if you don't beef, because sometimes you feel like I can't say anything because somebody's gonna jump down my neck. And I just feel like certain people who have been beefing forever, I don't care. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say and move on
yeah, I
to the
don't
next
care.
video. I'm not
That's
going
not
back
the
and forth with you niggas. Like,
that's
you
not the
know,
problem. I don't care about any of them because they don't affect my real life. I click off and I do what I do. But my thing is, it scares me to think that 10,000 people will hear my voice because I have one of the worst voices in America. So
and that's
that's
why I
just,
don't beef on here.
yeah,
For that reason alone. I don't.
yeah,
That's one reason I might cuss and stuff like that,
yeah,
But I'm not gonna beef on here and talk under people. I mean, the things that they do on here, I'm not doing it because it's a public platform, and there's certain
yeah.
behavior that I don't want people to. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
get
no
it.
shade to the people that come on here and act like a hot damn mess.
It's entertaining. Yeah,
We all ain't. That ain't for everybody. That's it's
that's
not.
true. That's true. But just I'm really not very outgoing,
Mhm.
really. So just the thought of maybe 10,000 people hearing my voice and me spouting off, my the things I want to say is very frightening for me.
Don't
You
be
know,
scared.
it,
No, you know
it
what?
is
Ask. Well, you already know. But what's her
very
name?
frightening.
What's her name? Who I coaxed into getting her channel?
Who was that? You've done so many. Was it Ronnie Q,
No,
Carrie?
Carrie.
Yeah,
Carrie, she kept saying, no, no, no. I'm like, boy, you would have a great channel. I really think you would. And I was like, you ain't got to do it, but I'm just telling you, a lot of people will support you. And I mean,
yeah,
it was from the jump. It was from the
yeah.
jump. And she's then got into a little rifts with people, but for the most part, she just carries on. Like, Next
Yeah.
topic, she be doing different things on her panel. And thank you so much, Red Vines. I saw your comment. She said congratulations, and also I love your commentary. It's so chill over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Oh, that was very sweet. That was
Yes.
very nice.
I just try to be I don't know, I'm just me.
And
I'm
that's
just
why you're relatable and likable,
yeah, I'm
because
just
you could tell you're not on here putting on any airs.
nope, not at all. And like I said, the people I be on here with panels with, we real life been knowing each other for over 20 years. So it's
Right.
not like my crew on Fridays, we know everything about each other. We ran the streets together.
Exactly.
My bro, I've been friends with him. That's not my blood brother, but that's been my bro because he used to date one of my sisters when we were very, very young. And he's been like part of the family, even though they both moved
Right.
on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we was like, man, I'm telling you, man, the stories we
Right.
tell, so I
Right.
can't come on here and put on no air when I have real life friends and family that has been on here with me, and we done talked about certain things we did without
Right.
incriminating ourselves, But I can't
Right.
come on here and fake the funk and act like like I'm too good for people on here, or I could never. I
I
could never, because
understand.
there's things on here that people be dragging people for, and I'm like, well, damn, I did that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that ain't
But
nothing.
you didn't bring it to the masses.
Shit,
You
that ain't
kept
nothing. I'm
it
just not gonna bring it to y'all.
right. You kept it
Like,
where it was supposed to be,
did
offline.
you see?
Yeah.
No, did you see the funeral that I posted? My
The
cousin, one of my
funeral.
cousins, who is well loved by family and a lot of
Yes, yes,
people.
yes, yes.
If
Yes,
you
the
if you listen
YouTuber.
to her sermon and listen to some of the people who spoke on him and really listen to her, it's not called a sermon. What is it called for a funeral?
Memorial,
Eulogy or something like that. Just
the
listen to her,
repast.
and that tells you all you need to know. Like the lady who did the eulogy, she's a pastor now, but she was one of the hardest gangsters in our city. Like
Really?
my family was full of
Oh
bloods.
wow.
You was either a blood or you was a crip when we was growing up. But we all hung together. You know what I mean? Like we was one of those families
Sure.
where one by my well, cuz one by blood. We had parties and half in the red, half in the blue. They all sitting down drinking together and playing cards. But there was hardcore gangsters. I mean, I got murderers in my family. Like
Right.
listen to that eulogy right there, and that's why I posted that because I'm like the shit y'all do on here, people, y'all real life shit. We did that shit in real life. Like y'all on here, keyboard
Hmm.
gangsters. That's another reason why I never go back and forth with people on here. Because it's not, it's like you do shit on here for play, and for commentary, clicks and views and cash apps. You're not pulling me into that shit so that you can get paid
Right.
off of it. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
And
That's
is this old
yeah.
girl? Hold up. I think you done girl. I think you done summed her up. What do you call it?
What?
Hold on, let me put one of my cakes up here on the screen.
Oh,
Let me put
somebody's
this
backstage?
order that I did for a teacher. Let me see. Hold up. I'm gonna put her on here and see if this is who we think it is.
What up,
Hello?
though?
What up,
Is
y'all?
that Sassy?
That's Sis Low.
Oh, it's Sislo.
Somebody
Oh,
from Detroit when they say what up.
Somebody done summon her up.
hey,
When they
Sislo.
say
Okay, let me
what
get the
up.
picture down. What it is,
Okay,
what it is, yo.
okay.
What's
I'm gonna get down.
up?
Cause the dynamic duo are up here.
Why you run for me? Do I
Why she
stink?
always trying
No,
to
no,
get down?
no. I
Do I
always
stink?
say, I always say that I'm keeping your spot warm
Man,
You
she
while
know
you
always
were
trying to run
what?
busy.
You ain't in my spot. Do I stink or something? My avatar stink?
Nah,
No.
Torio got her own spot. She ain't in nobody's spot.
You
Got
I
her
adore
own
you,
spot.
Sislo. I always ask about you.
Just saying, because when I come up here, you scatter like, dang, do
Don't
I
I be telling you,
stink?
Sislo? I always tell Sislo. People always asking, "Where's Sislo? Where's Sislo?"
Yeah.
I got my good avatar up.
It's good to see you.
Girl, it's always good to see you guys. I've been watching, but I've been watching on TV, and I can't reply. I had a doctor's appointment, So I was watching on the TV screen while you guys were talking, and some stuff I saw it when Deanna and Will and everybody was up here. I was out in the bushes. Out there in the bushes.
She was hanging from the tree branches. We was just waiting
Yeah,
on
Well,
you to drop down.
what'd you think of the show?
and I looked. I said they still live. Let me just like Friday Night Live, but it's in the
Oh
day
Lord.
hump
Well, we
day.
haven't done Friday Night Live in a while, so I'll be trying to, make up for it here and there.
Hump, it's hump day live.
Yeah,
Sis
that's
Love,
what we call it, Hump Day Live.
what did you think of the show, Sis Love?
It's like let me jump on and just say my hellos or what have you. I've been
Yeah.
I don't think she can hear you. Sislo, did you hear
Oh,
Torio?
what you say?
She said, "What did you
I
think
s-
of the show?"
Oh, it's interesting. I don't know none of those people that y'all talking about, but I mean I know of them, but I don't know enough to have anything to say about them. I just know when they was talking about somebody in their lips and herpes or something, I was like, and
wait,
somebody.
what? Oh,
Oh, that was when we was talking about official, but yeah, that's official, and what's her name?
7.
7 Stars. Who was messing with official, who allegedly got the hurts.
Oh
But yeah, we didn't really talk about them today too much. I brought up official a little bit, but that was when we was just talking about people coming from other sectors.
so allegedly they on here doing more than bumping avatars, huh?
Girl, girl,
They doing more than bumping avatars.
I you know I don't know. That's why I titled the show what I titled it. Can anybody survive a beef sector relationship? Because it seems like they all go bad, like bad, bad, to where they come on here and be dragging each other.
I
but you
don't.
know something? Sassy and Langston didn't do that.
They sure didn't. I
They
think
don't.
I think Langston has a lot of respect for her and vice versa.
Yes.
None of them even come up in my algorithms anymore, and I don't even go looking. None of them come up. I haven't seen any. I haven't even seen much from Jay Wilson actually.
Really? You know what? You used to be in his panel and on his chats. I mean, his chats a lot. I was going to
Yeah,
ask you, like, do you still go over there? Because I don't. I mean, I don't be over there all the time, but I used to see you over
you
there a lot.
know, like views of view. I watch a lot of her stuff from, like I said, on the TV, but I hadn't been in any chats or on any panels or anything like that. But I haven't been in my own actually. But today I've been watching this thing with Just Hilarious and
Oh,
transgender community um, pop off, and I'm just waiting until I, you know, say my piece. The same thing with the Carly Russell thing. I haven't done a live one yet,
Yeah, I'm
but
surprised you haven't done a live on her. And what do you think? Did you just hear about Sinead O'Connor just passed away?
yeah, Sinead O'Connor.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's been having mental health issues
Yeah.
for a really long time, and she lost her son about a year and a half ago. And yeah,
I
she's.
wonder if they know what she died of.
Uh,
Huh.
they were saying complications to mental health, so you know
Mm.
it could be
You
anything.
know what that usually means, though.
Yeah, but it can mean
That's what they
anything.
said about what's that country singer? What's her name? They wouldn't tell why she passed.
Be judged.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they just kept saying mental something something,
Yeah,
but then we heard what it was.
happened. And like with Sinead, I think she had gotten ill, physically ill, and sometimes with the mental health, you don't take care of yourself like you should, for one thing or the other, for one reason or the other. So, yeah. So, like when then, she could have died from a broken heart. Her spirit got.
Yeah,
That's what I kind of thought at first son. Yeah.
yeah. Cause I
So,
know one of my boys died. Boy, oh man, I don't know.
But my grandmother had 13 kids, and when she died at 86, there was only four living. So we used to wonder where she got her strength from.
Because that's hard to bury your
Yeah,
own kid before it's your time. Like we supposed to bury
yeah,
our parents, and you know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But
yeah.
again, my condolences to her family, and her friends and loved ones, and yeah, such a beautiful. Boy, I used to love her music. I really did. I used to love her music.
Yeah, I know the fact that she redid Prince
Have
song. That was my dude.
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I thought she had a striking look with that pale skin and that short hair and those
Yeah.
big blue or green eyes. It was
Hmm.
very, and she used to wear black. So it was
All the
very
time. Yeah.
striking. It was very striking. Yeah. And I
Hmm.
thought she was
I,
pretty.
Yeah, I
Irish,
did too. Hmm.
Yeah.
Irish girls are pale. Irish guys are pale.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have a lot of pigment.
Yeah.
Well, white people don't. You know what I mean, but
I know
it's
what you mean.
certain people are really more like no color, like just they
Yeah.
just there. I don't even know what to call it.
No
No offense,
pigmentation at all.
no offense. I'm just.
Yeah. But I just wanted to jump on and say, hey,
Well, thanks for saying hey because I've been telling them because at first my excuse was, well, her internet tripping. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Oh, she got her internet fixed. Well, where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, one night she was watching a movie with her daughter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep,
That's
yep,
the one, yeah.
yep.
So,
yeah.
Yes, sis. Lo, remember I hit you up because we wanted you to come live with us, and you said I just started watching a movie.
Yeah, we had a severe thunderstorm morning now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Well, you be safe down there. You know it's Omaha days for us this weekend, so I'm about to be
oh,
fast.
it sure is. Are you
I'm
getting
about
ready
to
for
be
your party?
fast. I'm about to be out. I can't wait to get off to work today because I'm about to be in the streets.
Are
I'm about
you
to be
ready
in
for
the
your
streets.
party?
Well, see, I don't know if I'm gonna have it because a lot of people talking about going down to the lake on Sunday, the day that I'm supposed to do my barbecue.
Are you going to do a cake?
A cake, a keg,
Yeah. Or cupcakes
a
or,
cake. Uh
yeah.
uh
Oh, okay. You
uh.
said this is your time to party.
Hell
Okay.
no. I ain't doing shit all week. My homegirl said, we gonna be down to the lake because my cousins them already hit me up. Like, we already making preparations. We got like a certain spot. We be on the strip every Omaha day and we just be set up on the corner all night long. And for Sunday, what we usually do, everybody goes down to the lake. That's where all the
Mm-hmm.
black it be so I mean, y'all think it's like Atlanta Freaknik down there or something. It be
Mm-hmm.
down at the lake called Carter's Lake. And usually people have barbecues and all that kind of shit, but my cousin and them like, man, we don't want to grill this year. We don't want to grill. We just gonna support all the vendors because it's like this is also a celebration of vendors, like the
Oh,
food
okay.
trucks and different things like that. And I got a few friends, guy friends, who have food trucks. So I said, well, that's what we can do this week, because my homegirl's like, well, we can barbecue, we could go out to eat, or we could support the vendors. And I said, you know what? Plus, it's gonna be like almost 100 degrees. Yeah,
Oh my
let's just
God.
support the vendors. So that's what we're gonna do.
Oh,
When they
oh,
said it's
I
gonna be
love.
almost 100, and I was talking about grilling too, I was like, no,
Oh my God.
I don't think
I
so.
love street vendors. I love food trucks.
And
So
we got some nice ones here. We got some
I
nice
bet.
soul food ones,
Right.
seafood ones. I mean, all kind of food
Mm,
trucks. We even got hot dog ones. Like they do all the different hot dogs, like the New York hot dogs, the Chicago's,
right.
California dogs. They do. Yeah, we got a lot of
Right.
vendors. Hmm.
Sounds wonderful. Are you gonna do any taping?
Yeah. Oh yeah, girl. You
Okay,
already
good.
know. You
Good,
already know. You already know. But,
good,
but
good. I can't wait.
yeah, tonight we're gonna be on the strip on 24th Street. We call it the Deuce Fold. So if you ever hear somebody say the Deuce in Omaha, it's North 24th Street. So North Omaha, North 24th Street. That's the Deuce or the Deuce Fold. That's what we call it. But yeah, we're gonna be down there all night tonight, and it's like literally from Wednesday to Monday. All we do is hang out, like bar hopping, clubbing on the strip, on the Deuce. They got all kind of events. I mean, I've been posting the activities for Native Omaha Day. They got so from all white parties. I mean, it's like just so much to do
Oh,
all
it
week.
sounds so
Yeah,
nice.
we
It
got
really
concerts.
does.
We got gospel concerts, R&B concerts, hip. I mean, we got all kind of shit going on.
Is your niece going to be performing?
I'm sure she will be. I haven't heard anything, but I'm
Okay.
sure she will be. Like I didn't even know she was performing at Juneteenth when I recorded her at
Oh,
Juneteenth.
you
I didn't
didn't?
find out
Okay.
to. I found out like 2 hours before my sister
Oh,
said, "Sus, you coming right?" I'm like, "Where?" But see, I have another sister, which is her mom. So my niece Thailand, her mother is a singer. So she had
oh, okay.
albums and stuff back in the day and everything. They used to tour the country. They was in a gospel group, and then she did R&B,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
now she just sings around at clubs and bars and things like
Okay.
that. But her mom, oh my God, beautiful, beautiful voice. That's where she gets it from. So her
Okay.
mom always performs like all year round. She's always I don't know what you call them, but when they have performers that always be at the same place like every night, what do you call that? Like not a set, but I know that's what they call the band and everything, a set. But there's a name for performers who be at the same club or the same bar every night. They call it a certain name, a venue or
Mm.
not a venue. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I
Like
do
if
know what
it's
you're
a
talking
comedian
about, but I
who
can't think of
always,
a word.
yeah, like if it's a comedian that always be at a certain club on a certain night, like it's because of the frequency of it, the repetition of it.
Yes.
So
Is
yeah,
somebody
there's
in the chat saying it?
no, but I'm sure y'all get what I'm saying. I'm sure y'all get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, she does that. Sometimes bars and clubs will like literally hire her and her band and have them as
That's
their
nice.
their setup or their whatever it's called. But yeah, her mom is really really talented, and she was on a lot of the rappers back in the day. She was like the R&B girl on like they songs, and yeah, her mom.
Really?
Everybody knows her mom. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So her mom still performed, but that's what happened. They was like, "Sis, did you come in, Danny?" Her real name is not her real name, but her first name is Danielle. Her middle name is Thailand. So they was like, "Danny's
Okay.
performing, such and such time," and I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna be there," you know. But yeah.
That's
So
nice.
anywho, yeah, I'm about to
Well,
get put off here.
well, thank you so much for having me on your panel.
You're welcome.
Um,
It's always a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for putting up with me while I'm up here on the panel.
I know you'd
I
be like,
really,
I'm taking somebody's spot, but no, like I don't feel like that at all.
well, I have a great team. My voice is very grating, and I don't know if I have that much to give or if I'm really opinionated, but that's
But you
okay. That's why you
do.
had me up here.
You
Um,
do. And our
yeah,
platform is all about our opinions. And
yeah,
the hood
yeah,
table, that's what it's all about. We might agree to
yeah,
disagree, but
yeah.
you say your
But
beliefs,
never,
you
yeah,
know,
but never think that I'm scared of what people might say about me for being up here. That's never in the equation. But I
good.
just
I
want to
don't want you to ever
thank
feel
you.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always a pleasure. Always.
Thank you. I love you.
Okay, I love you too. Bye
All right.
bye.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. All right, Chad. I hope y'all enjoyed the Hump Day show, because I sure won't be here for Friday Night Live because again, it is Native Omaha Days festival celebration. We do this every other year, the same time of the year. It's our biannual celebration for all the natives of Omaha and a lot of people who moved along to different areas of the world. They all come back home. Not all of them, but the ones who can. They all come back, and it's a whole week of partying, literally a whole week of partying, like 100,000 events all over the city. And then Saturday, we have a big parade that goes on North 30th Street. But for the most part, people be hanging out on the Deuce, like I was saying before, the Deuce or the Deuce 4, Deuce 4. That's what we call it. That's like our strip for North Omaha, the black community. Um, but yeah, so we starting tonight. I'm about to be out on the street, so I'll be doing a lot of videos, a lot of footage for North Omaha Days. And I'm looking forward to just having fun. And I just pray that it's a safe week. I know people, sometimes want to show out and be knuckleheads, especially some of them youngins. But I'm hoping it'll be a safe week and nobody gets shot up or anything. Um, Child, because they was clowning like last week, the week before. 3 people got shot like 4 days ago. I'm like, I cannot. But anyway, they do them, and I stay in my lane. I'm an old chick now. I can't be out there like that, like I used to be back in the day. But I try to stay in my own little lane. I'm an old person with bad knees. But anyway, thank you. Yes, Deanna. And Deanna, I know you probably won't show any of your footage, but man, down there in Destin, Florida, that is so beautiful. That is so nice. It's nice to hear people traveling and doing stuff like that, and getting out and about. Because I ain't been to Florida in shit. I ain't been to Florida in probably 5 years, and I love Florida. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm glad you and your husband and all your friends and family or whoever you went down there with had a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you, Corio. Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Sislo. Who else jumped on the panel? Who was it? Deanna. It was Deanna, Willie, Corio, Sislo. I think that was it that jumped on the panel. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Yes, the street food, boy. I'm gonna show y'all everything, child, everything. Show them. But yeah, so everybody, I hope you have the rest of your Wednesday, the rest of your hump day is fabulous, and the rest of your week. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to the platform, it's the Hood Table 402. The Hood Table 402 is running across the bottom of the screen if you want to donate to the Hood Table. And also remember, stay safe, be blessed, remain diligent at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. Bye. And again, rest in peace tonight, Sinead O'Connor. Oh, she was only 56 years old, y'all. 56 years old. And if some of y'all don't remember her, she's the one who sang that song, Nothing Compares to You. That song. Okay. I think I might play that song when I get off of here. But I used to love that song. Oh my God. But anyway, rest in peace to Sinead O'Connor. My condolences to her family and her loved ones. And on that note, I'm out.